Obviously, we know Granite City's had good success this year. They've got an outstanding quarterback who really drives that machine over there, and he's a very, very talented young man. He might be the best freshman football player I think I've ever seen.
Belleville West has got a good program. They've been to the playoffs the last few years. They have 3 wins right now, I believe. To get to the playoffs, they need 2 more wins. They've got us and Alton, so they're hungry for another win, just like we are, to get to the playoffs.
Look at that. Look at that.
Great throw right over the shoulder. Good job by Stewart. It's a beautiful night for football here on our Game of the Week on KSDK.com. It's Granite City facing off against Belleville West. Hello, everybody. I'm Jeff Renetti alongside former NFL wide receiver Isaac Bird. And Isaac, we're here at Belleville West, a huge game tonight here in 7A Illinois football, as the loser has an awful tough task, and making the playoffs is going to be very difficult. So a win is key for both teams.
Huge conference game for both the teams. Whenever you play a conference game, it's really important. But in this late in the season, it's doubly important. 2 teams that can put up a lot of points. The team that can convert third down and keep the ball away from the other offense is going to have a great shot to win it.
Now, normally in these intros, we talk about your players of the game. This time we're going to flip the script a little bit and have the head coaches talk about their players and their keys of the game. We're going to hear from Belleville West's coach first, Cameron Pettis. But before we get to that, Belleville West, home team, a very tough schedule. They have 3 wins. All 4 losses are against teams that are ranked in the top 10. They have a statement to make here tonight on their home field.
Power running team, power running all day long tonight. They'll get into the I formation, or they also go spread back, and they're going to go right up the middle. Very good offensive line, fast, big, and athletic. So they're going to need to open up some big holes to get that offense rolling, especially that running game, if they're going to win the game tonight.
Let's hear from Coach Pettis now with his players and keys to the game.
2 of them are seniors. One of them is number 1, Paris Johnson. He does a good job at me at tailback and also at receiver. Very athletic, very fast. Coming back from knee injury last year. He's done a nice job for us this year, and really excited about that. He's done a great job. Good senior leadership. Then I've got Jack Langston, number 8. He's our starting strong safety. He can kind of do anything on that field. He's one of those kind of players. He's been all-conference first-team safety for us for it's probably going on now his 3rd year. So, excellent football player, great athlete, 3-sport athlete. And then we have Kriston Davis, number 5, who's our starting tailback, and he's a junior this year. Does a great job running the football. We expect big things out of him in the future.
And now the visitors, the 4-win Granite City Warriors, come to town with a new quarterback. A freshman quarterback took over after week 3. Have a very difficult task today on the road, also needing a victory.
Yes, the quarterback is going to be big in this game, but that defense has to come up big. They struggled all year long. They're going to bring both safeties down to try to stop this power running game. If they're able to be successful on 3rd down and get off the field, they'll have a shot to win it.
Let's hear from Coach Lehman from Granite City on his players and keys to the game.
One of our captains is Kyle Thompson. He's our middle linebacker. Plays a little bit of tight end for us. He's been with the program for 4 years. One of the better linebackers in the conference. We look up to him on defense. When we need a stop, we look up to him to get a stop on defense. Great team leader. The other one is Kendrick Willaba, a senior, started out playing quarterback for us. He was injured, dislocated his hip. I would have said there's no way he's coming back. He came back a couple games later. He's accepted a different role, wide receiver and safety for us, and that's the kind of kid he is. He's a team player. He'll do whatever he needs to do to help the team. Another player that probably that a lot of hoopla about is the freshman quarterback, Freddie Edwards, who's playing very well for us. Got a lot of talent. I think with his 4 years of hard work, he could be a real good player with us.
Well, there you have it. All the talking is concluded. It's time for football here on our Game of the Week. Grab some popcorn and a comfortable seat. It's Granite City, it's Belleville West, and it's next on our Game of the Week on KSDK.com.
GCS Credit Union asks its members, what do you think GCS stands for? GCS Credit Union, now celebrating 75 years of service to the Metro East. What does GCS mean to you? Your community, your needs, our focus.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Weber Chevrolet, with locations in Creve Coeur, Granite City, and Columbia, Illinois. By GCS Credit Union. GCS, your community, your needs, our focus. By Noodles & Company, with locations across the area. Join us at the Bowl. By Premier CDL Training Services, LLC. Get on the road in 4 weeks. By Three Little Birds for Life, granting wishes for young adult cancer patients since 2010. And by Silverback Video. Video, animation, and sound. What are you looking at? And welcome here to Belleville West High School on our Game of the Week on KSDK.com. I'm Jeff Bernetti, Isaac Bird here as always. The visiting Granite City Warriors taking the field on their far sidelines. We're yet to see Belleville West, the home team. And Isaac, as we talked about in the open, both teams needing a victory tonight. Belleville West comes in 3-4 in 7A play, coming off a 30-7 loss at the hands of Edwardsville. Meanwhile, Granite City at 4-3, 3-2 in conference play, coming off of a nice victory over Alton, 41-27. But both these two teams staring back-to-back games in front of them that they need to win.
Yes, Belleville West comes in. They only have a few victories, but they do have a winning record here at home. So that's the key for them. But there's really two teams that like to get it done in a very similar fashion, and that's the running game. Belleville West comes in averaging 222 yards per game on the ground, and Granite City comes in averaging 256 yards on the ground per game. So it's going to be power running. If you like the running game, you come to the right place.
Outside of the Granite City's game against East St. Louis, they've averaged 34 points per game offensively. Defense allowing, though, just over 35. On the flip side, Belleville West being outscored this season 194-156. However, all 4 of their losses, Isaac, have been against very good teams. Top 10 teams, in fact, in both 8A and 7A play. So you look at a 3-4 record and you say, all right, you're below 500, but you also got to look at where those 4 losses are coming from.
Yes, there's two teams really that makes it really tough on you if they get out ahead, because they can really put up a lot of points. But if this team, both of these teams, they get up by 2 scores, say late in the third, fourth quarter, it's going to be really tough to catch them because they run the ball so well, both teams do. And both defenses have struggled the entire year. So it's going to be really important to see which team doesn't turn the ball over and gets off the field on third down. That's going to be 2 of the biggest keys in this game.
I know we touched on it in our introduction. Granite City has a freshman quarterback, 5'9", 170, and you know a thing or two about playing with running quarterbacks in your days in the National Football League. I'll tell you, though, this guy, Freddie Edwards, you look at his passing stats, only 194 yards passing, 3 TDs, 3 picks. But he's got 963 yards and 11 scores on the ground. And some of these coaches, including the 2 from our Open, both saying this may be the best freshman player they've seen.
Well, he's definitely the best freshman player that I've looked at on film this year. Super dynamic with the ball in his hands. He can make every single run when it comes to inside and out. The problem when he gets outside, you better have some guys around him to corral him, because he has breakaway speed. And if he gets to the corner, it's going to be really tough to catch him. and he's tough to bring down. Not the biggest kid I've seen all year. Again, only a freshman and body still filling out, but he is really, really tough to bring down, and he's really tough-nosed, a tough-nosed quarterback. Only a freshman, but boy, he plays way ahead of those years.
We're going to get a chance to see the Warrior offense as well, as the home team Belleville West in all maroon with the white helmets will be kicking off, going right to left on your screen. Should be a good night for football. Beautiful weather, no rain in the forecast, and gorgeous complex here at Belleville West, and we are underway. Kickoff will go to the 4, and the Warriors will bring it out. Up the middle, big scrum there at about the 25, still keeping the feet moving. And it will be the Warriors taking over at their own 27-yard line.
Now this offensive line is going to be really important. The big fellas up front. Whenever you have a team that runs the ball really well, it's all about that offensive line. Yeah, you have to have a good running backs and a good quarterback as well, but the offensive line has to do a good job tonight.
Our first look at Freddie Edwards, the freshman. He'll have Beckwith to his right. 5'9", 170 is Freddie Edwards. And he'll line up in the shotgun, 2 receivers to his left. Getting the play calls from the sidelines. Checks the band, and play number 1 on the way. Shotgun snap is low. Quick outlet to the left. Has receivers blocking in front, and a good gain on first down there by Willava. He was the starting quarterback to begin the season, had a hip injury that many said would knock him out for the entire year. Gets a nice first down and a gain out to the 45-yard line.
And when they do throw the ball, they would use those kind of plays, something really quick, receiver screen. If they throw it down the field, you'll be looking at more slants, hitches, and curls.
2 receivers to the right, and the Warriors draw the Maroons offsides. Oh, and now the official on our side signaled on Granite City. I think he had the wrong direction because they've already moved the sticks. So 1st and 5. Now the one official will come in and tell them, yep, signaled the wrong way.
Well, Belleville West has a very aggressive front 7, and one of the ways you can neutralize that is using your snap count.
Yeah.
Go on 2, go on 3, go on a hard count. Great job there.
2 receivers to Edwards' right, and now the official comes over to talk to the Belleville West coaching staff. Yep, they're looking at
I think it's the clock.
Yeah, some clock issues. Hope to get this resolved. But yeah, you mentioned the snap count too. You know, certainly not at the levels that you've played, where the crowd can become an extreme factor. It's one of those deals. You got to watch the football defensively. That's your duty. You can't listen to any snap counts or any barking from the offensive side. You got to be watching that football.
Exactly, and that's going to be a very, very important key when you have a very aggressive defensive line. But that was a great job, though. Sometimes you're looking at that ball and you hear that quarterback say "hut hut" really loud, and it just because you're so anxious to get up the field and make a play, you know, you can go offside just like they did on that very first play. Looks like they're still.
Yeah, the clock now completely out. So the officials at some point are just going to have to keep this thing manually and hope to get this working. There's nothing worse than a player and a coach after you especially get a nice first down, then you draw them off sides, and now you're just sitting waiting.
That's how
football goes.
Definitely the scoreboard is completely off, so they're probably going to have to keep it.
At some point, though, you got to play.
Yeah, exactly.
And hope to get it adjusted. You see some of the defenders, trying to keep loose here.
Yeah, normally what happened is a situation like this, one of the umpires or one of the refs will signal to the quarterback when he has 10 seconds. So he'll throw his hands up to tell the quarterback you have 10 seconds left before you have to snap the ball. So to give the offense a little bit of an indicator of where they are in the play clock.
And we're just listening to the official. The clock was running up, so not ticking down. It was going the other way. So the officials will keep the time on the field till we get it going. It brings up a 1st down and 5 after the offsides penalty. Ball at midfield. Edwards now is set in the backfield next to him. Richard Graham, 5'9", 160, a sophomore. He'll go now I formation, 2 receivers right. And the give up the middle, he'll keep it himself, is Edwards. Edwards off the right side. Again, a good seal. Gets about 2.
Boy, that was a great job by the defender right there, Jack Langston, coming in from his DB position. And the DBs are going to have to really come in and tackle. You know, once they see that the quarterback is running, they've got to get off that receiver and come up and make a play. If not, Granite City has a quarterback that can take the distance on the ground. So there's a great play by the defensive back coming up making a play.
2nd and 3 now. Again, fake up the middle. Edwards, the keeper, he'll push the pile though, and a good assist by the offensive line there to come and move the chains. That'll be a Warrior first down.
Yeah, great job by the offensive lineman. Watch number 76, Owen Rothmeyer, as he's going to help the quarterback get up the field to get that last couple of yards. Good job by the quarterback here, taking it. Now you think he's going down here. Again, he's really tough to bring down, but watch 76 push him. 2-3 more extra yards to make sure he gets the first down. So great job there by Rothmeyer.
First down for the Warriors, shotgun snap. Again, now a give up the middle, and he is met by a host of Belleville West defenders. We'll see if they give him any forward motion. Does not look like they are. Brings up a 2nd and 10.
Great job by number 76, Jeremy Solnine, who came from the defensive tackle position. But watch these safeties now. Watch these safeties kind of coming up. Watch these linebackers. They're coming up just a little bit more, but 2nd down and 10 now.
Now fake, gives right off right tackle. Good push there on a 2nd effort by Edwards, and it'll bring up 3rd and about 6 yards now as the ball is spotted at the 40 of the Maroons.
And this offense is going to have to do a really good job of understanding where they are on the field. With the clock not being operative, they have to understand what down it is and where they are on the field and exactly how many yards they have to make on 3rd down.
And now the handoff given by Willaba to Edwards. Willaba moved in from the receiver position to the quarterback spot, gave the direct handoff, and off left tackle now, another Warrior first down, so a little trickeration there.
Just another way to get Freddie the ball. I mean, that's all it comes down to, is you want the ball in Edwards' hand as many times as you possibly can, and that was a little trick play there. Put him in motion. He has his speed, utilize his speed to get outside to pick up that first down.
Graham, the tailback to the left of Edwards. Edwards, shotgun snap. He'll give now. A nice hop by Graham to at least get back to the line of scrimmage. But not a lot going on there with that give up the middle. You can tell, Isaac, Belleville West is so respectful of Edwards' abilities to scramble. They are just keying there in the middle. A lot of confusion.
Absolutely. And here's the replay here. Good job of point of contact and coming up and disrupting that run right away. Great job by the defensive tackle coming up the field and disrupting the run.
Edwards will pull it back. Long, deep pass to the right, and it goes incomplete. So you saw the confusion, and I don't think Richard Graham, based on that last replay, saw that football even coming to him. Now this incomplete. Now we got a penalty flag down. But going back to this, look, the nice pullback. But see, there's what I was telling you, Isaac, pregame. Throwing off that back foot, just didn't get everything into it.
Yeah, if Wilbur keeps running here, that ball goes right over his head. Looks like he stopped and jumped just a little bit too soon. If he would run to probably another yard and a half, then stops and jump, that ball hits him right in the hands. Going to have a better chance to catch it. So he just kind of mistimed that ball in the air.
And a bad break here for the Warriors as far as how they were driving. We've got an unsportsmanlike penalty well away from the throw of the football. It was not where the football was going. It was the far side of the field. And the officials talking about where Belleville West will want to accept and move this penalty. From the spot of the flag, it was the receiver on the far side dealing with the defensive back. And it was a Belleville West penalty dealing with, see again, the officials signaled one way and it went the other, but it was a Belleville West defender just pulling the receiver down, unsportsmanlike. So that'll give a fresh set of downs instead of 3rd and 10. Now we've got 1st and 10 from just outside the 50, looks like the 16-yard line.
Exactly the thing you do not want to do. And instead of bringing up 3rd down and try to get off the field, now you have a costly penalty that not only gives them the first down, but gives them the first down within the 20-yard line.
Edwards shotgun. give off the right, pulled down. Good defensive play there by Belleville West, quickly into the backfield.
There's the linebacker. Again, those linebackers trying to come up. Watch number 41, John Clover, from his linebacker position. He reads it, gets through the line, and wraps him up. You got to really wrap up these running backs from Granite City because they will break the tackle. And Graham tried to get out of that one, couldn't, but really good job of coming through there and making the tackle.
Yeah, the loss by Graham pushes them back 3 more. Second down from the 20-yard line of the Maroons. Shotgun, fake to Graham, keeper up the middle, Edwards, and he is grabbed down hard, fumble on the field. Officials saying he is down. He was down by contact. Ball came loose. It looked like Edwards jumped on it anyway, but play will push them back. Now 2 more yards. Let's take a look at this one, Isaac. Good penetration here by the Maroons.
Yeah, it looks like number 76 again, Jeremy Solon, the senior, 5'11", 230, gets through there, and watch this aggressive tackle here. Slams him down to the ground. That's how you want to be as a D lineman. You want to be nasty, aggressive, and that's exactly the way he made that tackle.
Long third down play, the fake, now the pump fake up the middle, wide open, big hit, bounces off one tackler, and fighting for more yards was Willaba. It was Kyle Thompson, excuse me, a beautiful play up the middle there. Didn't see the tight end coming, and you know, Coach Lehman talked about that in the pregame show, Isaac. What a nice play here.
Quick fake to bring up the linebackers and then just throw it right over their heads. There was a good job standing in there, and this was a perfect throw. Hit him right in stride, runs over a defender, and gets it down to the 4.
First and goal. Give right tackle. And the right side of the line for Granite City having all sorts of issues. Graham with a 1-yard loss on the play.
This is where down here, if you're Belleville West, you got to get strong. The D-line has to really get strong here and shoot a gap. The thing about Granite City, they have the speed to get around you as well, so it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to bring those linebackers up and try to come through those gaps on a blitz run, a run blitz.
Good first drive here by the Warriors, trying to cap it off with a touchdown. The keeper by Edwards, right side. He's got receivers blocking, touchdown. Freddie Edwards dives in for his 12th rushing touchdown of the season.
That's what he can do. He's a double threat. As he rolled around the edge, he showed the ball for a very quick second, and that froze the defender. Here's the fake. It's a design roll out to the right. Now watch him show the ball right there. That froze the defender just a bit. Then he powers his way into the end zone. Good job holding the football. Great first drive by Granite City, putting up 6 points, now 7.
Extra point is good. A great block there by Kyle Thompson, who had the catch to get him down in that end. Sealed off the edge, and Granite City up to a 7-0 lead. We will take this first pause on our Game of the Week on KSDK.com.
Noodles & Company invites you to sign up and join our family. Visit noodles.com/eClub to sign up for Noodlegrams today and be the first to receive Noodle news, special invitations, offers, and giveaways. Plus, a ton of other cool stuff you didn't even know you wanted. Noodles & Company. Sign up and join us at the bowl.
And we're back here at Belleville West High School for our Game of the Week on KSDK.com. Belleville West, the home team, trailing 7-0 after a beautiful drive by Granite City, going half of this first quarter. The Warriors on top, 7-0 on a Freddie Edwards touchdown.
And that's one of the things that Granite City does extremely well. That's why if they get up by a couple of scores, it's really tough to catch them because they run the ball so well. That first drive was well executed. Now they're going to bring their defense up and see if they can stop it.
Just talk about Premier CDL.
Belleville West on the return. Good return past their own 40. Line drive kick was really brought back nicely and gives the Maroons a good starting spot outside their own 40 at their 43-yard line.
Yeah, whenever you kick that ball on a line that way, you really want to get it past that second level. Once you do, it hits the ground, and it starts bouncing around and kind of messes up the timing of the blocking. The problem is the Belleville West player catches the ball in the air and runs it up the field.
Senior quarterback Logan Betts, 6'1", 175. Will go in a shotgun with Kriston Davis to his right, their talented junior tailback. Gets the play call, 2 receivers to his right. The fake to Davis, rollout pass incomplete to the right side. They're using Davis, who with his talented running game as a decoy on play number 1. Davis, 831 yards, averaging over 6 yards a carry and 8 scores in this season so far.
I really like the first play. You fake it up the middle, roll to the right. You had your tight end wide open. Number 86, McGlowan, was really wide open, or Jacob McCloskey, actually, who that player was. He just didn't get him to him. He's got to, if he converts that completion, now you're looking at 2nd down and maybe 5 or 4. Instead, you're looking at 2nd and 10.
Betts with 2 receivers left to give to Davis, right tackle. They put a wing back there just outside the right tackle, try to give themselves another blocker, and Isaac, it didn't work. Just a 1-yard gain. How about this, though, Isaac? We welcome the 3rd person to our broadcast team. Ashley Anton is on our sidelines. Ashley?
Hi, I'm here with Chuck with CDL. Tell me about the opportunities that you guys provide.
We provide training for people to get their CDL license. It's a 4-week program, covers just about anything you need to get through the course, get your license. It's a really good opportunity because there's about 100,000 to 200,000 drivers short in the industry between now and 2020. So there's plenty of jobs out there.
So where can someone go online to get more information about this?
I'm not sure online, but they can call the office. That number is 618-79. Oh, good Lord, I can't even remember the number of the bill.
That's okay. But they can look it up online.
Look it up online. It's 618-797-1725.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Ashley. And as Ashley was giving us that interview, let's show all of our viewers how we got Belleville West down inside the red zone.
Good job catching the ball first and then getting that ball off by Bent. Now watch the speed outside. Good job here running down the sideline. He's actually going to score. Then he gets horse collared right there. And you can't do that. Johnson with a great catch and run down the field. But I tell you what, if you're Granite City, the defender, you've got to do whatever you have to do to make sure he doesn't score the touchdown. So even though he gives up the penalty, they didn't put it into the end zone.
Willaba with the touchdown saving tackle. It's 1st and goal, Maroons. And a give now to the left side. It's Davis once again. Into the game is William Langston was playing quarterback there, or was that Jack? Had a different number quarterback there.
That was
but
a
it'll be
great
2nd
job.
and 3. Yeah, good play though.
Yeah, absolutely. Trevor Nolan comes in from his D-line position and really disrupts it and wraps him up. So there was a great job of getting off the blocker and then coming in and stopping that run.
And back into the game is Betts. Betts now the give, easy touchdown there. Good seal on the right side as Paris Johnson has the touchdown for the Maroons.
Great job by the offensive line on the right side. Really good job. Number 72, Jacob or Casey Caller. Good seal block there and wide open. He really walks it into the end zone.
Look at that hole.
Yes. And again, the offensive line doing a really good job. And this may be a high-scoring game like we talked about before. We got 2 teams that can really put up a bunch of points, and both teams struggle defensively. So this may be one of these nights where we're going to have a big, nice, high-scoring game.
And now some movement on the Belleville West line. They were late getting a player in on the PAT field goal unit. And a false start will push him back a few, making Austin Firestone's job a little bit more difficult.
How do you not know that your team just scored and you have to get out there on a PAT? I mean, come on. You have to know this and get out there. You just put up 6 points. Now it's your job to get in the block for the extra point, and you're not in there, and you're going to cost your team an extra 5 yards.
Now a 25-yard attempt. on the way is knocked through. So a contrast in scores. Belleville West scoring quickly after Granite City's long drive, and we are all knotted up at 7 here at Belleville West. A fun drive, big time there by Belleville West, and you saw what they can do. Again, it's Isaac, really for both teams, it's that threat of the running game. Can you take that threat and turn it into something in a passing game fashion, and Belleville West just did.
Sure, and both teams have athletes on the outside. Even though both teams get it done on the ground, they got some dynamic athletes outside that can catch the ball, make a guy miss, and outrun the secondary. So we just saw that there with Belleville West. So when it comes to the passing game, we may not see a bunch of deep balls tonight, but we'll see the receiver screen. We'll see some tight ends up the middle, so, work in the middle of the field, and some really quick passes just to try to open up that running game just a little bit more if those linebackers starting to cheat to get down on the offensive line.
2 men deep for the Warriors. Kick will sail back to the 7. And no blocking there to the right. Hakeem Beckwith on the, or check that number 6. Richard Graham on the return. Really didn't have anybody in front giving him any sort of a help. Well, that is one of those situations, Isaac, you've been back there where you catch the ball and you look up and it's all the opposing team's jerseys coming at you.
And that's the worst feeling. I tell you what, when you're running in there and you look up and you see 4 or 5 guys coming with different color jerseys on, you know it's not going to be, that play is not going to end well. So you just put your head down, you wrap the ball up, get low to the ground and get as much yards as you can. That's exactly what he did.
Edwards. And a false start as Richard Graham, that tailback who just had the kickoff return, took a step forward as they were faking on the snap, and that'll push the Warriors back 5 yards.
Well, he probably did it on purpose. He was a little bit tired. I mean, he's a little bit
Give me a breather.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? I need a little bit of a breather here. No one's blocking on my kickoff return. I get tackled by 4 guys. Give me a break. And you're going to give me the ball right here? Give me a second, guy.
Ball pushed back to the 17-yard line. First down and 15. A fake to the tailback. Graham goes left. The keeper again, Freddie Edwards, will run it off left tackle and get close to that original line of scrimmage, but still be 2 yards short of that, so only a gain of 3 on first down.
And Edwards does a really good job of holding that ball in the stomach of the runner. Watch how he holds the ball in the stomach of the runner. That just freezes the linebackers. The linebackers right now don't know who has it. Then he pulls it out and then runs it right where the linebackers would normally be. Once he sees those linebackers commit outside to the running back, he pulls it down and goes right in that gap. Great read, great run.
Shotgun snap to the right. Edwards gets 2 defenders up in the air. Now will take off left. He's got a first down and more, and will scamper out of bounds at just around the 40-yard line.
And you see his speed right there. I mean, he was able to hit that corner and just go. It was the defender can't leave his feet there. He's got to go for the tackle. Even if Edwards decides to throw that ball over him, let him throw it, but make the hit. Once he jumped up on that ball fake, there was no one else to tackle him.
Yeah, Edwards was looking right on the pass. Now will keep it himself. Run off left tackle, picks up 2 on first down. Now gets it to the 40-yard line. So Edwards doing a lot on the ground as expected here in the first quarter.
And Corey Kohler comes in from his linebacker position. The 6'1", 225 junior comes in and makes a really good tackle.
Now fake. Give off the right side goes to Willaba. Willaba will push off 2 defenders. Good stiff arm. Gave himself another couple of yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 5 after the spot. Maybe a long 5, actually, as it gets to the 42-yard line. You can see the strength there of Kendrick Willaba just fighting for a couple extra yards.
Yeah, but the other Willaba, Eugene, he has to do a better job blocking out there. Number 4. Once you throw those receiver screens, you have to have your receivers blocking in order for those plays to work, and Willaba did not get his block.
Now he'll roll left. The right-handed Edwards is brought down by a host of Maroon defenders.
That's a great job of reading that they made, that Granite City may come in with the rollout, tries to roll them out, and great job by the DN right there of making sure that he cuts it in and doesn't give him the edge. That's very important when you have a quarterback as fast as he. You want to make sure that he cuts him in and doesn't get the sideline. Did a really good job of that.
First punt for either team here of the evening. And good punt deep. Will settle to the 15, and the Warriors will have it. Bringing it back. Again, not a whole lot of blockers, but picked up a lucky bounce. Able to bounce right back to the return man. Good job there by Jack Langston, getting some extra yards. And a Belleville West offensive series coming up with this game knotted up at 7.
In that first possession, Belleville West did a really good job of running the ball on first and second down. And what that did was when they were successful on first and second down, it put them in third and short. Granite City had to bring up their baggage just a little bit, and then they throw that screen to the receiver who runs it down the field. So now if you're Granite City, you got to really play the run and the pass.
2 running backs in the backfield. Keeper up the middle. Logan Bentz on a fake that didn't fake out a whole lot of the Granite City Warriors defense. Same formation that scored them their last touchdown. Got it right back to the line of scrimmage for the Maroons.
That's a great job by Trevor Nolan, who really got in there and disrupted that entire play. He came in from a defensive tackle position on the left side. He didn't make the tackle, but he really made the play once he got in there. And the quarterback had to try to break that tackle, and then all his buddies came in to finish him off.
2 receivers either side, give off left tackle. And a helmet comes flying there at the end of the play. 6-yard pickup on second down. Helmet of very talented Kriston Davis comes flying out of there. Equipment issue, obviously, the chin strap. There you get a look at Davis. 5'10", 180 of him. Good strong run here. And again, look at that hole, Isaac.
Yeah, it looks like number 22, Cordell Mackin, right there. Ooh. Really delivered a blow high to the helmet. Helmet pops off. Helmet pops off there, and that was a very aggressive run followed by an aggressive tackle.
And with that, because the scoreboard isn't working, that is the official, Isaac, end of the first quarter. All knotted up at 7 with Belleville West in possession of the football. We'll be back with more on our Game of the Week on KSDK.com.
When Chris graduates with his liberal arts degree, his starting salary is $25,000. That's if he can find a job. When Steve graduates from Premier CDL training, he'll work for a national company at $50,000 a year. Which route would you take? Hop on at PremierCDL.com.
Back to Belleville West High School. Belleville West with the football as we begin second quarter of play. Belleville West, Granite City all tied at 7. Give off the left side now, and a penalty flag out of the backfield as Paris Johnson's run off right end on third down brings the yellow laundry onto the field. Looked like a holding call in the backfield. We'll get the officials calling it was.
Yeah, the linebacker Brandon Batag, number 15, was definitely held, and he jumped up and said, watch him come off the edge right there. He's going to seal the edge, trying to, but there's the hold right there by the tackle on Brandon Batag. So that's a really good job of the senior linebacker coming up, trying to seal the edge. Couldn't do it because he was held, and that's a positive play for Granite City.
But a good defensive stop on Granite City. They'll decline the hold and bring on the Belleville West punt team. So both teams scoring on their first possession, then on their second possessions, forcing the punters to do some work.
And whenever you have two running teams like this, don't forget about the reverse on both of these teams, so they have some really good guys who can run and run fast once they get the ball in their hands.
Only a single return man back now, and the punt will bounce out of bounds at the 30-yard line of Granite City. So we'll see Freddie Edwards go back to work with these teams tied at 7. Just underway second quarter. Still having issues with the scoreboard, the far side of the field from us.
And this offense of Granite City really did a good job that first possession. And then, of course, that second possession didn't do as much. Now they get it right here again. Very good field position at the 30-yard line. They just need to get that running game going. It starts with this offensive line. This offensive line has to start moving some guys out of the way and get some creases for their backs.
Edwards, the give off the right side. Batag with some blockers. He's got the sidelines, far edge of the field. Big time run off the right edge by Brendan Batag, the 5'8" senior, on a huge run on first down.
But again, great job by Freddie Edwards of holding the ball and not giving it to him right away. Catch it, holds it, and then he comes up the middle. That little move by Edwards really brings the linebackers in, and watch the speed by Batag to the sideline. Great job there.
And all that, there's a holding call. Boy, that was either a late flag or in an area that neither of us could see from here. I mean, that, again, in that replay, Isaac, I didn't necessarily see anything go down that would have been a hold, but again, we're not getting every single look at every single play. It's the far side official picked up his flag. Let's take one more look at it, Isaac, and see if we can see it. It happened around the 35-yard line. That's where the flag went flying.
It's got to be outside. Maybe number 76. No.
Right there, 13 Beckwith. 13 Beckwith, and I think that's where the hold came in. Yep, there it went. 13 Beckwith. Again, it looked like, though, that Batag had made his move already. So an unfortunate call. Now they'll give right back to him. And a short gain on first down.
Look like Kristen Davis comes up and makes a really strong tackle. You want to, both of these defenses should be in a mindset of making the other team throw the football. Make them beat you throwing. But in order to do that, you have to win as a defense on first and second down to make sure you bring up third and long.
4 receiver set, 3 to Edwards is left, and Edwards will keep it himself. He's got a ton of daylight. Receiver blocking downfield, and he is going to be gone. Right side, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Unbelievable run there by Freddie Edwards, and actually you go back to that holding play. That actually helps you set up another play later, because now they got to respect him giving the ball to somebody else, and Edwards does it himself. And a 13-7 game with the extra point looming. Let's take a look.
Boy, he's special with the ball. Looked like they had him. Matthew Hoskins comes off the edge right here, and he has him, and then he lets him get around him. That's what he cannot do. Now you see the speed and the agility and balance, everything you need as a runner. There's the speed. Looks like a track runner there. That's where.
You are not going to tackle him. You are not going to tackle him in the open field. The extra point, though, no good. But Granite City is on top by 6, 13-7 here in the second quarter.
And Belleville West actually had the right play call here. They bring the linebacker right there. He's free. He can make the tackle, and Hoskins does not make the tackle, and that allows Edwards to run down the sideline. So a very good call by the defense of bringing that backer off the edge. He has to come in there and make the tackle. And once he's free in the open field, then there's no one that can catch him.
I think they're calling that an ankle breaker nowadays. Yeah. Wow, what a play. Still obviously early, though, second quarter, and we'll see Belleville West's offense go back on the field after this kickoff. Granite City came in, 4 wins. Belleville West with 3. Both needing a couple of wins here in these last 2 weeks to head to the Class 7A playoffs. Beautiful night, great crowd is filed in here on both sides. And the left-footed kicker will squib down the middle of the field, picked up at the 30. Run off the right side, big hit at the 42-yard line, and stumbling forward 3 more yards, but it'll be great field position for Belleville West. They'll have it at their own 46-yard line.
Well, I can understand the strategy, because Belleville West has a couple of guys back there that can take that kickoff and go the distance. But you really want to get that ball by that second level on the ground, because if not, then just what happened can happen. He picks it up and runs it right up the middle and gives them great field position. So they want that ball on the ground, but they want it bouncing to the return man, not necessarily in the air, but they want to get it past that second level, and they didn't.
Nice return by Carter. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 47 of Belleville West. Kick outside, good run by Davis on first down. We'll scamper forward for 4. Give them an extra yard there to bring it inside now. Granite City territory, 5-yard gain on first down.
Good tackle there by Richard Graham coming in from his corner position and really making a very good open field tackle.
Well, they had a lucky break here for Granite City as the hard count for Belleville West quarterback Logan Betts got 2 defenders for Granite City to jump. Unfortunately, the receiver to the right side went in motion. They'll give the false start and push him back 5.
I tell you what, that receiver, it must have been a pass play, because us receivers, man, once we know we're getting the ball, there's a good opportunity to get it.
You're running.
We get really anxious. Okay, so that may have been a pass play. He may have been getting it there.
So that'll negate the run, brings up 2nd and 10 now, back inside Belleville West territory. Little press coverage on the far side for Granite City. Low snap again. The give is off the right side. Good gain here. Has the sidelines and more is Davis. Davis makes a move at the 15 and gets down close to the 10. We'll see where they have him. Oh, they have him stepping out at the 16-yard line. But a really strong run there by Davis.
Just a well-executed play. That's just a team not allowing the penalty to hurt them, not allowing the penalty to really get them down. Watch them come outside. Very good seal block right there. Maybe got away with a hold
Certainly
right
did.
there, but then watch the speed from the outside. And you think he's going to go out of bounds here, then watch him try to elude that runner to try to get that ball into the end zone. Now, we've seen this from Belleville West in their very first possession. They're able to score and score quickly. So even though they're down, we know this is a team that can score and put up a lot of points and score quickly.
No gain on first, brings up 2nd and 10 now. Belleville West inside the Granite City red zone. Again, the quarterback is Betts. He'll give left side Davis. Good penetration in the backfield there by the defensive line of Granite City. Short gain of 1.
That was a great job there by the linebacker, Brandon Batag. Again, he didn't make the play, but he stood his ground on the outside and didn't allow the runner to get around him.
Rolling right. Pass high by Logan Betts. Incomplete. That was a bullet to the right side. Intended for Dalton Fox.
And Dalton Fox goes 6'4", 215. So you can expect them to try to throw one of those high jump balls to him down here. That ball just had a little bit too much pepper on it. So they wanted to give him the ball with the jump ball. He just threw it a little bit too hard.
The senior Austin Firestone will come in to attempt the field goal. 33-yard attempt, 32 now, as the spotter will move up just a bit. Out of the hold of Jack Langston. Good snap, good hold. Kick is on the way. And it is good. The 32-yarder is good, makes it a 3-point game. But Granite City holds serve there and forces the field goal. They lead 13-10. We'll take this next pause, come back with more second quarter action from Belleville West on our Game of the Week on KSDK.com. Isaac Bird, Jeff Fernetti back with you here on our Game of the Week on KSDK.com. Second quarter kickoff goes to Granite City, who leads Belleville West 13-10. Coming up at halftime, we're going to take a look at these two great high schools, their football programs, and we'll take a tour of Granite City High. That's all coming up here on our halftime show. So the clock is now working. We've got 9:03 on the scoreboard clock. The scores aren't working, but at least the clock is. It'll be Granite City football moving right to left here in this second quarter. The talented quarterback, Freddie Edwards, once again in the backfield. And the give off left side. That time Isaac gave it to the running back. They've been working this option to perfection. This one goes to Richard Graham.
Absolutely, and when you have a couple of running backs, including Freddie Edwards, that can flat out run the ball, it just puts a lot of pressure defensively on you. Good job bouncing that ball outside and then just hitting it really hard, putting his head down and picking up as many yards as he can. Sometimes you have to know when that journey is over. When you got two guys around that's about to hit you, that journey is definitely over. Did a good job of wrapping his ball up.
Edwards with trips to the short side of the field. Now will keep it himself, go up the middle. Good defensive stand there by Belleville West. Was certainly a change from your high school playing days, Isaac, as teams have gone now with this spread offense, but still running from the spread, actually finding more success running from the spread than passing if you have a talented tailback and or quarterback.
Yeah, well, you need both of those things. You need a talented tailback and a quarterback, but you also need a good offensive line that is able to open up those running lanes, because you can have some good back and good quarterback as long as you want, but if you don't have a very good, strong offensive line that can open up some lanes, it's going to cause a lot of problems for your running game.
3rd and 9 as the Warriors now will send a man all over the field. He went left, now he goes back right, and double receivers to both sides of the field, and Granite City wants to talk about it. Looked like there was some confusion. The slot receiver, Batag, was moved from the left, then to the right, then back to the left, and Granite City wants to talk it over. Let's take a pause. We'll come back with a very key 3rd down coming up on our Game of the Week on KSDK.com.
GCS Credit Union asks its members, what do you think GCS stands for? GCS Credit Union, now celebrating 75 years of service to the Metro East. What does GCS mean to you, your community, your needs, our focus?
And welcome back to Belleville West High School. 3rd down and a 8-yard play coming up for Granite City Warriors, who have a 3-point lead, 13-10. Freddie Edwards in shotgun, receivers to either side, 3 to the right, 1 to his left, and a tailback lines up to his left. Now will shift right is Richard Graham. Edwards will roll right, outlet to the right, receiver with the catch, fighting for the first down, and boy, this is going to be a very, very close spot. Granite City sidelines, of course, says they've got it. Oh, that looks like about a half football short, and a good idea here. Granite City quick to the line. They're not going to measure, so it is a 4th and less than 1, but Belleville West wants to talk about it. They're not going to let Granite City move to the line quickly. So you've got 4th and less than a yard. Could it be anyone but Edwards with the ball here?
Well, I think one of the reasons why they ran up to the line of scrimmage is probably not actually to go for it, but if you can use a hard count there, put a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of anxiousness to that defensive line, thinking that Granite City is going to come and run it right up the middle. A hard count, get those guys to jump, gives you an automatic first down. So that's probably something they practice during the week. I'm not sure this is a situation where you actually go for it here, down here at the 35-yard line. Well, and again, the hard count is still in play. Just because they're lining up to go for it, I mean, you can get a good hard count going. That may get them to draw off.
Spread set here once again. 2 receivers to the left. Edwards will come under center for the first time this evening. Will take it, fight for the yard himself, and will pick up the first down. The dive forward, the far side official has the spot. Looks like he'll get it, and he will.
Well, I tell you what, that's almost unfair for Edwards. I mean, he's so small at 5'9", and then he bends down so low. And watch how hard. You can't even see him. Like, where is he?
Yeah.
He's so hard to see and find in that quarterback sneak.
Fresh set of downs here for the Warriors. A fake by Edwards, and off the edge, there's that defensive end play that you were looking for, Isaac, earlier. Belleville West sealing that left edge, and that'll drop Edwards for about a 1 yard, half-yard loss, actually, from the left.
That looks like Lamondre Carter that came in from his linebacker position, read the run, eluded the tap, the blocker, and really got in and delivered a really hard hit on Edwards.
Seen this similar formation most of the game. Running back to his right now, he'll move him back slightly, Will Edwards. The give off the left side, a huge hole to run through for Richard Graham. Good pull there on the play as well. Take a look at this replay there.
Very good blocking by this offensive line. Look at that, boy, look at number 76 or 78 who really does a really good job blocking there. That's Lamondre Johnson, the senior, 6'4", 320. Bench pressed his guy and opened up a huge hole for that run.
3rd and 5 from the Granite City 40. Edwards will reset the offense. Now he's going to call something else out. Has it in shotgun. Tailback to his left. He'll look right. Pump fake once. Now throws in the slot. High arching catch by Kyle Thompson. And they will be about a half-yard short, Isaac, here, bringing up yet another 4th down.
Really a good job by Edwards because he sees the blitz coming off the right side. So what you want to do as a quarterback, you want to throw to the blitz side because you know it's man-to-man. He threw it a little bit high, but the receiver did a really good job catching that ball to bring it up 4th and 1.
Edwards not going under center on this 4th down attempt. There's that hard count. Tried to bark it out once. Now we'll reset the play.
Great job by Belleville West not going off sides there on that hard count. There it is again. Good job by them not jumping.
And a timeout. So Belleville West with some discipline. Granite City with the timeout at 4:59 remaining until halftime. Again, coming up at halftime, we're going to take a look at both these schools. They're rich traditions in football, and also we'll take a tour of Granite City High School. That's also coming up at halftime, and we'll run through the first half stats and numbers. Been a quick moving first half. You'll get that with teams that like to run the football, 13-10, but this half has gone by so quick that the scoreboard couldn't even keep up, Isaac.
And I tell you
we
what,
shorted it out.
These two defenses have really done a good job so far during this game. You know, both of them come into tonight's game giving up a ton of points. And not having such a good year on 3rd down, they've given up a lot of 3rd down conversions. Tonight, both defenses come in. You can really tell the importance of this game for both teams.
Granite City lining up in punt formation.
It makes sense, though. It makes sense. You would hate to give the ball to Belleville West right here.
And Belleville West going to bring out the block. They're not even going to bring a return man back down, and a punt that was intended to get much deeper on the field, not out of bounds, only goes to the Belleville West 35-yard line, so less than a 20-yard punt sends us to this timeout. 4:54 to go until halftime. It'll be Belleville West football when we return on our Game of the Week on KSDK.com.
Noodles & Company invites you to sign up and join our family. Visit noodles.com/eClub to sign up for Noodlegrams today and be the first to receive noodle news, special invitations, offers, and giveaways. Plus, a ton of other cool stuff you didn't even know you wanted. Noodles & Company. Sign up and join us at the bowl.
Back with action here at Belleville West. First down play was a run by William Langston. Off the right side, goes for just a 1-yard gain. Logan Betts wasn't at quarterback on that play. The 5'11" senior Langston rumbled for just a yard. So Belleville West takes over after the Granite City punt.
And although they're down here, there's still around 4 minutes to go, 4:20. No need to be in a big hurry, but you do need to get the ball rolling and get some first downs.
That's the give up the middle. Great hole there. Scampers the left side. Paris Johnson has the angle. Trying to fight for the far sideline. Can he make there? Yes. 5 and touchdown. Paris Johnson with the big score.
Home run hitters, that's what they have. Belleville West has some home run hitters on their team, and they get them the ball in a number of different ways. They'll throw quick screens, and they put them in the backfield and just give it to them. Watch the read. Puts his foot in the ground, makes a cut there, goes to the right. Then a foot in the ground, makes a cut to the left, and then back to the right. Now it's a foot race between him and Begtag, and it looks like Brandon has the angle, but then Johnson just runs completely out of it.
Our premier CDL touchdown, a big play. The extra point good, so Belleville West regains the lead just like that, 17-13. And I'll tell you, you saw Johnson early in the game, Isaac, have the huge gain down going the other direction. Now he has the big touchdown run. You mentioned home run hitter. There's no doubt that's what that young man is. 5'10", 175, and like a bullet, Belleville West takes the lead.
And Granite City has actually done a really good job defensively. They just given up 2 huge plays, and that's why they're trailing here. Puts his foot in the ground, go left, then goes right, then breaks it back. Now here's the foot race between him and Brandon, and looks like Brandon has the angle, but watch the speed there of Johnson. Wow, incredible.
Great pull on the play too. Couple of linemen pulling from the right to the left, just forcing that play up the middle. Belleville West will kick this into the end zone for the touchback. At the high school level, of course, can't return those. That'll give the Granite City Warriors the football. Still lots of time to put some points up here. 4:03 to go in our second quarter. They'll start at their own 20.
Now, you may think that touchback isn't a big deal, but it really is. You do not want these returners from Granite City to get that ball, break a tackle, and run down the sideline there and get it up to around the 50, 40-yard line. So now you kick that ball into the end zone, and you force Granite City to go the length of the football field in 4 minutes.
Well, we've seen Granite City have some explosive plays of their own. And back to work will be Freddie Edwards, a pair of touchdowns here in the early going. Actually, though, Richard Graham is the up man. And oh, check that. It was Edwards giving it to Graham. And gets back just to the original yard of scrimmage. They're not going to even give him an inch. So 2nd and 10, clock moving at 3:50 to go.
Very great tackle by Jeremy Solon, the defensive lineman, standing his ground and then wrapping them up. So not moving at all. That's what the defensive line has to do. They have to engage, then dislodge that offensive tackle, and then make the tackle.
Graham behind Edwards. Edwards, the pump fake, the throw to the deep right side, and the receiver cut in a bit there, Isaac, and it ended up going over his head.
Yeah, it looks like if he runs straight ahead, that ball has a really good shot of hitting him right in his chest. Looks like, is that Willoughby? That ball is going right towards the side. Now, see that little 2 steps? He ran to the inside, and that ball falls to the outside. Very good throw there by Edwards. I think the receiver just misjudged it when it was in the air.
3rd and 10.
Big third down here. Big third down here for Belleville West if they can get off the field.
Dropping back is Edwards. He'll scramble, avoid 2 defenders, now move up the middle, gets some extra blocking, breaks 1 tackle, goes right side, gets the first down. Look at the young man keep churning and gets a big first down. Wow, that's all on his effort there.
That is incredible. That is one heck of an effort by a freshman.
Trying to
Gets
go left
the snap.
here. Looks like here he'll look left, and then oh boy.
Absolutely. I mean, makes a guy miss, makes another guy miss there. That should be a tackle, open field tackle right there by Tristan Caswell. He misses him, and then the power of Edwards of getting the first down.
After the first down, the sticks get set, clock moves. Edwards, the give, off the right side. Graham cutting back, gets sidelines and more, and back-to-back first downs brings it out to midfield.
So you go from a 3rd down and long, you give up a great running play, to allow them to get the first down. Now it seems that Granite City has a little bit of momentum going with this running game. Hits it downhill. There's another missed tackle by Belleville. Runs through, there's another missed tackle. So a couple of missed tackles here on this possession has really hurt Belleville West.
Warriors at their own 48-yard line. Clock moving at 2:40 to go, second quarter. Belleville West on top, 17-13. Edwards will keep it himself, run up the gut. Host of Maroons in his face. They'll give him 1 yard on first down.
That's a great job by the coaching staff of Belleville West, bringing in the run blitz with their linebackers, sneaking them up the middle. They guessed that was going to be a run up the middle. They guessed right. The problem with that run blitz when those linebackers come up the middle, if they run around it and get through it, no one's there in secondary.
Bouncing off tacklers once again. Edwards, the keeper. Whistle blew that dead, so they'll give some forward progress back to the original line of scrimmage. Loses 1 on second down, brings up a 3rd and 10 back to the 48.
Now these linebackers of Belleville West playing very strong. John Clover, the linebacker there, the senior, gets in and makes a really good tackle. He came right up the A-gap, and he forced Freddie Edwards to make a move that he didn't want too early, and he waited for his help to come in and finish off the tackle.
Edwards will roll right. Has some blockers, throws right, wide open at the sticks. And the far side official says incomplete.
I wonder if he juggled that ball before his foot came down. It looked as though his foot came down, but let's see if he actually had possession of it.
Great pocket there as he rolls out right, but
throws a good ball here. The question is, does he get that right foot in bounds? There's the catch.
Oh, he's
no,
out.
He is out of bounds. That's a very good call by the ref.
Yeah, good call. Got the left foot down, so a 4th and long now. 4th and 10 from the 48.
Wow, this is a dangerous call here, going for it. If they don't make it here, you're going to give the ball to Belleville West in the plus territory. I'm shocked that they're going to go for this, and they won't.
And they won't. Here's the timeout. Remember, Belleville West will get the football to start the third quarter as Granite City got the ball to start the game. So minute 27, and remember the last time we were in this situation, Granite City punted and did not get a strong punt, only went about 15 to 18 yards. So we'll see if the punter comes out as we expect. What will Belleville West do? Will they bring everybody on the block? Will they send someone back? Time will tell. It's minute 27 to go here, leading up to halftime. Belleville West battling back to take a 4-point lead, 17-13. And Isaac, I don't see anyone dropping back here.
Well, maybe they don't feel as comfortable with their defense. We saw Belleville West hit them with a couple of good, quick, long runs, but it looks like they are dropping back a little bit further.
Well, and what would scare me is the punter is Edwards. He's dropped back, so you never know what's going to happen here. And he does punt it, sends it down. Much better punt this time, middle of the field. The bounce, the ball will continue to move and gets it down to the Belleville West 15-yard line, where they will take over with a minute 17 to go until halftime.
Now, if you're the head coach of Granite City, Carl, you have to tell your defense, listen, there's a minute 17 left. We have to come up with a stop. That's it. You know, you're not really expecting them to throw the ball here because they've had success running the ball. They've really only had Belleville West 2 big plays all night. The defense of Granite City has done a really good job, but they've given up 2 big plays, 1 long runner, 1 long pass, and that's why they find themselves behind.
The senior Logan Betts with Paris Johnson to his right. Get it again, a low snap to give to Johnson. He'll go up the gut. And a good stop there by the Warriors. They're going to give them about 1 yard, make it 2 on the second effort there. So 2nd and 8. Clock continuing to run. Now we're under a minute to go.
Great job by Nolan there, coming from his defensive line position, as well as it looked like that was Wilson that's coming in from his defensive end position. But it looks like Belleville West is in no hurry. They have the lead here. They're very comfortable where they are at home with the lead.
And getting the ball.
Absolutely.
You know, you can play those games, and now
they call timeout.
So, yep, and it's tough. The game clock has been working here since about midway through that first quarter, but the play clocks are not working. So that's one of those. We have no idea from our vantage point how close they are. So that's one of those situations. Just let that clock run as far down as the official will let you and call a quick timeout.
Very good game so far by both teams. You can really tell how important this game is, especially for Belleville West coming in here. They really need this win, but they played well at home all year. I mean, they're over 500 here at home, so you knew they were going to come out here. They have a very nice big crowd here that's into the game. Now they're just trying to find a way to get into halftime with the lead.
2nd and 8. Belleville West out of the timeout, back with the football. 2 receivers to his right. And now they'll pass. Oh, tipped in the air. Oh, and almost intercepted.
Disaster almost. That was borderline disaster. If that ball is picked off, I mean, you are really hurting if you're Belleville. Here comes the blitz right up the middle. Great job there by number 19, Austin Bonvincino. Really good job blocking that ball. And I tell you what, if he picks that ball off, now you're looking at Granite City right there at the, 15-yard line. That's the danger that Belleville West has with throwing it. I expect them to run this ball and try to get into halftime with the lead.
Yeah, they were going for Jamar Edwards there, but Granite City had that certainly scouted out. 36 seconds to go. Handoff, give up the middle. And a good tackle there on Paris Johnson.
Number 1, Paris Johnson, the ball
But
carrier.
Granite City
dodged the bullet.
Has used all 3 timeouts.
I mean, and really dodged the bullet there.
That'll probably send us to the halftime. Boy, that is a situation where I'm surprised they dialed up the pass, and especially a pass of that nature.
Yes.
Where the defenders are tight, you could clearly see it happening. But nevertheless, we'll head to halftime here with a 17-13 lead. And we're going to go down on the sidelines here momentarily, and we're going to hear from the Granite City sidelines. Carl Lehman will talk to us here in a moment. But a good first half of football, 17-13 lead here for Belleville West. Both these teams going to locker room with 2 more important quarters to go. A gorgeous night for football here on the east side. Again, coming up at halftime, too, we're going to take a look at both of these schools, their talented football programs, and a tour of Granite City High School. So stay tuned for that, and Isaac and I will summarize what went down here in the first half of play if you're a little late joining us. Let's head on down and talk to Ashley Anton, who is the head coach of Granite City, Carl Lehman. Ashley?
Coach, it has been a close first half, 17-13. What message are you going to deliver to your team so they can score a touchdown and win this game?
We're in a dogfight. This is a good high school football game right now. Both teams are playing well. Both teams are running the ball well. I'm pretty happy where we're at right now.
Do you feel confident that you're going to win this game?
Yeah, I think the kids believe we can win this game. You got to play 4 quarters. We got a half to go, down 17-13. We make some adjustments here at halftime, and I think we'll come back and do very well.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Ashley. Again, it's a 17-13 lead for Belleville West, and enjoy your halftime show as we look at these 2 great programs, and also you'll have a tour of Granite City High School. That's all coming up here on our Game of the Week on KSDK.com.
Football is the greatest game in the world, but in my opinion, because you get knocked down on the ground, you got to get up and play the next play. You know, and it's the same things that I tell our guys. Same things going to happen in life. Some things going to happen to you that you aren't going to enjoy, but you're going to have to deal with. And what are you going to do? Are you going to get up and you're going to continue to compete, or are you going to throw the towel in? And I think football is a great educator for young people as far as that goes, because it teaches us life lessons and how to be successful. We got to win this, or next week doesn't matter. You know, and it's. Some of our seniors have been working for 4 years, you know, and they've been putting in a lot of time and blood, sweat, and work, you know, not only into the football season, but in preseason, in the weight room, in the off season, and all those things that we kind of try to take our pride in here at Belleville West of doing things the right way, day in and day out, you know, and it's, you know, and we tell our guys all the time, if you want to win, you want to be successful, you've got to do it every day, and that's kind of what we preach, kind of like the recipe, I guess, for Belleville West football. We like to grind and we like to get after it every day. coaches, we don't have to say a whole lot. You know, it's up to our seniors, you know, so what we like to do this time of year and where we're at in position of our guys, we've pretty much done all the work we can as coaches, but we like to get our seniors up there, and we like to let them talk to our players before the game. The coaches will leave. We'll give them a couple pointers, reminders that we need to, you know, schematically, a couple, you know, words of encouragement, different things like that, but then we turn it over to our seniors, and our seniors are the ones that address these guys, because it's like my old football coach, Carl Pelker, told me a long time ago, it's about them. You know, if this is their team, this is what they're going to remember the rest of their lives is their senior year, and we're only going to be as good as our seniors. So we kind of try to turn that ownership over to our seniors to let them, you know, tell the team what they feel, all the hard work, everything they've done, what they expect. And I feel by doing that, it really helps prepare us.
You know, going into this season, a lot of people didn't give this group of kids much of a chance, and what they've done is revitalized football around here and school spirit around here, and that's what we're proud of. We're real proud of the kids at what they've done. I mean, after the homecoming game, first time in a while that we've won a homecoming football game, the whole kids rushed the football field. First time, you know, they've done that in a while, and it's pretty exciting for the kids. I'm happy for them. We've got a couple linemen that have a possibility to play in college. You know, we stress from the get-go that, you know, grades are very important. To get to the next level, you have to have the grades first. And then when coaches come in and talk, we introduce them to them, and if the coaches like them, you know, depends what level it is, they have an opportunity to play in college. So, yes, we've got several kids that could play at the next level. It might not be Division I, upper level, you know, Missouri or Illinois, but we've had kids the last few years go on to play college football, get their college paid for, and it's been great for them. A lot of kids aren't college material football players, and they have to understand that, but they're good high school football players. And what we try to teach them is, and what some of the parents don't understand, is the discipline that we teach them out here on the football field and in practice, and what we can do to help them in the classroom to carry that discipline over into the classroom to become a better student, to become, you know, a better citizen in life. So the discipline, the structure that you have in football, in the youth programs, in the high school programs, those kids, and we get, you know, good compliments from the teachers, how they act and stuff, and later on in the future, they come back and they say, thanks, Coach, we appreciate it. So that's what football is, and that's why we coach.
Well, my name is Ashley Swip, and I am the founder of 3 Little Birds for Life. And our mission is to enhance the lives of young adult cancer patients between the ages of 18 and 40 with any type of cancer at any stage. So my younger brother back in 2010 was diagnosed with skin cancer at the age of 28. And we had no idea cancer existed, and we just kind of got thrown into this world. They were throwing stages at us, and you know, he has stage 4 melanoma. Well, we didn't know stage 4 is good. Is that bad? We knew, you know, they said he had 3 to 6 months left to live. He was a giant Cardinal fan, and we really wanted to try to do something nice for him before he passed away. So we called up our friend that worked for the Cardinals and got this amazing day planned for him. He got to invite some friends and family. It ended up being the best day we've ever had. And he laughed and smiled, and he got to announce an inning and sit on the bench, and just we took in the entire day, and it was really like we had one more day left with the old Tyler. And that was the highlight of it all. He acted that entire day like cancer didn't exist. And he passed away 6 weeks later. When you have cancer as a young adult, like my younger brother did, everything gets taken away from you. You know, he got his life taken away from him, but at the time, when he was still battling, he couldn't drive his car. He didn't want to talk to his friends anymore. He just laid on the couch the whole time. So it was almost like his personality, his love for life was all just ripped the day he was diagnosed with cancer. And I don't think that's everybody's situation, but I think it's a lot of young adults with cancer situation. And if we can go and give them back or make them feel like they used to, maybe it'll let them push on.
I would say that I was a few weeks into treatment, and I called her just to find out more about the organization because I was calling around looking for support.
It's uplifting. It lets you know that people are thinking about you and people truly do care and have compassion and are worried about other people and how they can improve their lives just a little bit.
It could be something little as helping the kids or something big. So just bringing a moment of joy is huge.
I think it fills a niche that doesn't really exist. There's really not that much out there for young adults. There's several good programs, but not many, and not many that offer what Three Little Birds offers at all.
We are the only wish granting organization in the United States for cancer patients between the ages of 18 and 40. And in the past 2.5 years, we've had to tell 0 wish recipients no. We've granted over 120 wishes. It also brings joy and love and excitement to my family and our friends who have lost, my brother. And we know that he didn't die in vain, that he died to make sure that Three Little Birds for Life came to life.
Well, one of the unique things about Granite City High School is the opportunities that we offer our students in regards to college readiness and career readiness. We blend those two things here. Our students have a lot of opportunity if they choose to go into a career immediately out of high school, or if they plan on going to a 2-year school or a 4-year university. We have those opportunities for them to prepare for those endeavors. In our industrial technology department, we have vocational welding, we have vocational automotive, vocational machine tool, vocational electricity, and vocational building trades. All of those opportunities allow kids to learn about career fields that they might be interested in. We also have our college preparation courses, such as our science classes, our math classes, English classes, which all present tremendous opportunity.
Granite City's kind of like a family. I mean, everybody's close. We get a ton of support, not only from businesses, just local people coming to our games. Our athletic department gives our students here at Granite City an opportunity more than anything. We have a student body right now that's very engaged in athletics. They're showing up at all the events. We've got good numbers. It seems to be a lot of fun. We want to keep that rolling. I know in my position I believe that we should give our student athletes the best possible experience in athletics as we can. We have nice facilities. We try to make it as nice as possible, win or lose. I mean, we're trying to give them a positive experience.
Well, the community has always been very supportive of the Granite City School District, and that is shown just by their participation in the many activities that we have. You'll find that in Granite City, all of the graduating classes are displayed in our hallways, and many people will come back when they have class reunions, that type of thing, to see their pictures displayed in the hallways. It is a unique feature to our high school to have that. Not many schools do that, and we have the class of 1917, which is the first class to graduate.
There's something for everybody. I mean, from all our activities, clubs, theater, band, debate, Scholar Bowl, all our athletic teams, there is something for everyone. You just got to get out and get involved, and that's what we always preach to the kids early in the school year. Get involved, and it seems to be working. Our numbers for most of our activities and athletic teams are up.
We have a high-tech camera system that covers the entire building, also the exterior of the building. We have a school resource officer that is with us every day. We have 5 monitors that monitor the interior and the exterior of the building. So we feel like Granite City High School is a very safe place. We have staff that is very inviting and welcoming. We are currently improving our website. That is getting an upgrade, and we expect that information to be more readily available to families when they move into town. But we're here. We're ready to help people when they come to the community, so all they have to do is stop by or give us a call.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Weber Chevrolet, with locations in Creve Coeur, Granite City, and Columbia, Illinois. By GCS Credit Union. GCS, your community, your needs, our focus. By Noodles & Company, with locations across the area. Join us at the Bowl. By Premier CDL Training Services, LLC. Get on the road in 4 weeks. By 3 Little Birds for Life, granting wishes for young adult cancer patients since 2010. And by Silverback Video. Video, animation, and sound. What are you looking at? And welcome back here on our Game of the Week on KSDK.com. I'm Jeff Fernetti, Isaac Bird here alongside. As always, we've got a good one, Isaac. Belleville West on top here at home, 17-13 over Granite City. A very exciting first half, had some big explosive plays, and yet a lot of the things that we expected. Good running teams and good running games from both teams.
Absolutely, and both teams are off to a very strong start offensively.
There you see the very talented quarterback from Granite City, Freddie Edwards, with his first of 2 scores.
Good job putting his head down, tucking that ball away, getting it across the line.
Again, high snap sets up this explosive play, though, to Paris Johnson.
Great job there by the quarterback actually catching that ball first, and now you're going to see the speed down the sideline. Good job by the defender. I know he gets a penalty here, but at that point you got to do anything you can not to allow the touchdown. But another explosive play for Belleville West.
Johnson runs it in for the first of his 2 scores.
Great job by that offensive line, opened up a huge hole.
And back to work on this option, which we've seen all game long, this quarterback keeper, Edwards, to the house.
Yeah, once he gets in this position, he's just doubly tough to try to corral. You have to get 3 or 4 guys around him. Once he gets in open space, it's almost impossible to stop this kid.
And again, we mentioned big plays on the low snap. Handoff right, good downfield blocking.
Great downfield blocking at the point of attack, and you see the tight end right there making sure Dalton Fox, the receiver, making sure he gets his guy. And whenever you have those long runs, you really need the receivers to make sure they're blocking their guys as well.
And here's that second touchdown I talked about with Johnson.
Right up the middle. Watch this move right there. Right there, down the speed. And right here, you believe that Batag has an angle. He actually does have an angle. And it looks like Johnson just outran it.
So we've got Johnson and we've got Edwards with a pair of scores. Let's go down to Ashley Anton, who's down on our sidelines. Ashley?
17-13. What message did you tell the team so you can secure the win?
No, we just got to play better. Obviously, they're doing a good job, and they're competing, and they got a great team. I mean, they've got some good, very talented players. Just told our guys we got to do a better job. We got to execute better up front, both sides of the ball, and then we got to try and tackle them when we're on defense, and then we got to try to score a little bit more points on offense.
Were there any adjustments that you made during half?
Just a couple of wrinkles that we just need to get ironed out, but nothing mind-boggling.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Thanks.
Back to you guys.
Nothing he wants to share with us.
Yeah, nothing that the viewers at home will get to know. There's no doubt about that. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you for that interview with six-year head coach Cameron Pettis. We'll take this break, come back, third quarter action on the way here in our Game of the Week on KSDK.com.
GCS Credit Union asks its members, what do you think GCS stands for? GCS Credit Union, now celebrating 75 years of service to the Metro East. What does GCS mean to you, your community, your needs, our focus?
And welcome back here to Belleville West High School. We're ready for third quarter action. Belleville West, the Maroons in all maroon with the white helmets, will be receiving this third quarter kickoff. Granite City, again, off to that quick start with the freshman quarterback Freddie Edwards on the first of his 2 touchdowns, with Belleville West battling back. Paris Johnson a pair of scores, and that's where you bring to this score. 17-13 is the score, with Granite City kicking off right to left here.
And when Belleville West fell down early, you know, you can kind of get that feeling of, oh no, here we go again. But that offense did a really good job of coming back, putting some scores up, and then the defense did a great job in that second quarter, making sure that they go in half with the lead.
On the kick for the Warriors.
Bonvincino kickoff goes out of bounds at around the 20-yard line, right where the sideline official was standing.
Very easy call for him.
Yep, he'll get the decision from Belleville West. You can elect to re-kick. Most just choose to take the football, and they'll move it up to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and again, they're trying to keep the ball out of Johnson's hands. You know, once he gets it, I mean, you know, he can go the distance with it, but you want to just try to squib that ball and make sure that it messes up the timing of the blocking and not kick it out of bounds. It kicks out of bounds, it gets now at the 35-yard line. That's very good field position for Belleville West to start this third quarter.
Logan Betts, the senior, has running backs flanked to either side, including Paris Johnson to his left, a receiver right, receiver off the line left. And give the us to Johnson. He'll go off right tackle for a gain of 4 on first down.
Great job by Batag, grabbing him and making sure he's making that tackle off that linebacker position, coming off the left side. Watch him here. Watch number 15 fight off the block. This is exactly what you need to do. You attack the blocker there with your hands and then fight off of him and then grab him, make the tackle. That is textbook by Brandon Batag.
You can see Belleville West really attacking that C gap here, Isaac, just going right off tackle on either side. They must see something there that they like. Again, same exact play, cut back a little bit more inside that time, and yet picks up several more yards. This will bring up a 3rd and about 2 here.
Yeah, that's a really good call. They must have said something at halftime where they say, look, this is where we can attack this defense. Let's come out and just power run to that right side and see if we can attack them and get in 3rd and short. This is when the entire playbook is wide open for you if you're Belleville West. Yeah, you can go with your power running, but you can also slip a pass behind them because it's 3rd and short. And don't forget about the hard call here to pick up an easy first down.
The Maroons at their own 43 with a 3rd and short here. The give once again, this time a little bit more outside, but Johnson will get the first down. He's a yard past the sticks, and they'll move the chains. So
yeah,
3 straight gives there.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. I mean, they're coming out and they're going to attack that right side. Good job there by Batag getting off the blocker once again. So he's had a really good game, but for some reason, they're going to attack that side. 3 straight runs, you pick up 10 yards and a first down, No reason to change it.
Now they'll go 2 receivers set left, tight end right. And has a man open. Can he hit him long? And he cannot connect. Logan Betts had his man. Jamar Edwards was streaking down the left hash, couldn't connect.
Yeah, Betts rushed it. He had him so wide open, and he just rushed the throw. If he takes an extra second, an extra pause, then he's able to just lob that ball right over the top for a touchdown. It looks like he got a little bit excited, and watch the pump fake here. Now just, you got a little bit of time, put a little bit more air on that thing. Even if he throws a line drive, it's a touchdown.
Second down give, this time once again, the workhorse in this game has been Paris Johnson, but just a short gain this time for yard and a half maybe, brings up a 3rd and long, inching closer to midfield down to their own 48.
This offensive line is doing a good job. That was guard Dwight Oregon, the 6'2", 265-pound sophomore. Really good job blocking there on the right. There he is. Look how big he is. They're going to try to run behind him. He's did a really good job in this first drive coming out for Belleville West.
Maroons with the ball, pump fake once again, inside man, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, wide open, would have been a first down and more. Jacob McCloskey, the intended receiver.
Right there, wide open. Again, this ball is coming hot. It's a fastball that's coming to you, but you got to make the catch. It's right there. He catches that ball probably 9 out of 10 times. He catches that ball, you get in the game, and you drop it. It's the one time you have it, and he drops it.
You would never drop a ball.
No,
let's make sure that our listeners and viewers
find
know.
any film of me dropping it.
I'll tell you though, he did what a lot of receivers do there. He peeked inside as Willaba was bearing down. The punt is off, and it'll be a Granite City football. But he looked inside to Willaba. He took that little glance, like, oh boy, here he comes.
And that's all it takes, especially when a ball that's coming that fast.
Yeah.
You don't have time to take a peek inside to find a defender, then try to reroute your eyes to find that ball. You got to have confidence in yourself. You know what? If the defender is there, I'm going to take a hit, but it's going to be a first down. I'm going to go ahead and secure this catch, and then look up the field and start making your moves. You're exactly right. He took his eyes off the ball for a split second, and that caused him to catch the first down.
Next to a guy fumbling, there's probably no lower place you can feel on the football field than dropping a pass, because everybody, the whole crowd, gives you the groan. It's back to work, the Warriors, and a give left side to start this first down play, pickup of 2.
The linebacker, John Clover, does a really good job. He comes off that right side, and his job is to hold contain, make sure that back does not get around him. He did his job. He made sure that back cut inside him. Then he even went up and made that tackle.
2nd and 8 from the Warriors' 22-yard line. You see, this is how the Warriors attack. They don't huddle. They get the play call using the play bands. That's what you see Edwards looking down on. Gets the play. The fake give right. Now he'll hesitate. Gets that edge, and a penalty flag flies into the right side. That's probably going to negate this long first down run by Freddie Edwards. They've had some receivers drawing the holding calls here in the early going.
That was a great job by Edwards being patient. This is going to be probably a holding call that comes back. But watch the patience of Edwards. He's coming out to the right-hand side. Some very good blocking here. Thinks he has something on the inside. Doesn't like it. Cuts it back outside. And watch this move here. Very nice inside-out move that not makes one guy miss, but 2 guys miss. Then he gets up the field. Takes a very, very strong hit there at the end of that by Cortez Moore, coming in from a DB position, but you saw the balance, coordination, the acceleration, deceleration of Freddie Edwards. I mean, this kid has it all. Maybe the best freshman, not even maybe. I mean, he's the best freshman that I've seen, not just all year, but probably in a couple of years.
Foul took place right at that line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and 20 as they're pushed all the way back to their own 10-yard line are the Warriors. Still this tandem in the backfield, Freddie Edwards and Richard Graham. Graham now to Edwards' immediate left. Drops back the pass, quarterback draw. He'll push off the left side. Doesn't get much help. High tackle, and this will bring him down inside the 5, and that's got the Belleville West Maroon defense fired up.
Cortez Moore, once again, coming from a DB position. Watch number 3. He's in coverage and then sees the run. Now he's in coverage here at the bottom of your screen. Now watch him fly up right now. He's wide open. He's going to come in and make a now you don't normally teach the tackle a defender that high, but he did a really good job of getting his arms around him and bringing him down to the ground.
3rd and 22. They'll give him a 2-yard loss on that one. Now inside give, pass off to the right, behind the receiver, but an athletic catch, and they dial up a big play on 3rd down. He is right at the chains, and it looks like it's going to be enough, according to the near side official, that it's going to be a 1st down. What a beautiful pass and catch.
Yes, the safety goes for the interception. If he goes for the tackle, he makes the tackle, but he goes for the interception. Kristen Davis, he didn't get the interception, completed pass down the field, and it picks up a huge 1st down.
What a play by Kyle Thompson, the senior, the tight end, with the one-handed grab to pull it back inside his body, and it gives the Warriors a fresh set of downs. Well, I'll tell you, if the Warriors pull off this game, Isaac, we're going to remember that play on a huge 3rd and 20-plus yard pickup. Still a long way to go to pay dirt. Edwards. The give now, right side Graham. Graham doesn't have much running room off the right side. Picks up a yard on 1st.
Very good play there by number 41 coming up again. John Clover from his linebacker position. The senior, 5'10", 205. He's got a lot of work tonight. It seems like every time there's a play that's being stopped right around the line of scrimmage, he's right there in the midst of it. Good job of getting up the field, fielding the blocker, getting off the block, and making a good tackle.
Between the holds and the missed blocks, so Granite City having some troubles on the edges holding blocks from their receivers today. Again, good fake by Edwards. He'll snake out to the left, picks up a block this time, but again, a lot of maroon jerseys in the face of Freddie Edwards there.
Great job of getting outside using his speed.
Yeah, he's going to be a yard short on, and even closer than that as the stick continues to move forward. But
looks like there's a player down here at the bottom of the screen. Number 76, the DN, Jeremy Solon. He has contained. He had to stay outside. He gets blocked inside, and that allows Edwards to get outside to, looks like, possibly get that 1st down. And you see that defender right there. Might be like a little leg whip.
Yeah, we do have a player down here at the near side, and between the players and the referees and trainers, it's hard to get a number. We'll get a look at it here.
Maybe?
Yep. Troy Deal.
Yeah, he's a senior, 6'3", 170 receiver. He also plays defensive back. He was out there. It looked like he got a little bit of a leg whip at the very end of that. Those things are no fun. I tell you what, I've been leg whipped a couple of times, and those are no fun because you never see them coming. Never see them coming.
Yeah. So he will try to get off the field with a nice little limp there on the left side, but gives some handshakes, and he will have a seat and have the trainer look at him on the Granite City sidelines. But a big 3rd down as we come back to action here. Now I-back formation behind Edwards with the lone back, and the give will be enough for the 1st down. The pickup by Graham, and Graham hasn't had the big, huge, explosive plays, but he's had a lot of key runs today, running hard at 5'9", 160, only a sophomore.
Yes, and this is a very young backfield for Granite City. I tell you what, they're going to be good for a long time. And once these guys start to mature, start playing together for a couple more years, this running game is going to be deadly.
2 receivers right. The fake to Graham. Edwards keeps it himself, gets a seal block right side. Ooh, and was a tackle away from again taking it deep into the territory of the Belleville West Maroons, but he picks up another 1st down.
Edward does a great job again of riding the running back. Watch how he rides the running back right here, ride him, and once the linebacker comes up, he pulls it out of his stomach and runs it up the middle. Great job. Now watch all the moves here. Now the speed, very good. I mean, balance, coordination. I mean, he absolutely has it all, and he has a very good feel for this style of offense that they're running here for the Warriors.
And again, blitz there by Belleville West, and the handoff went to Graham. Graham able to avoid it and pick up a couple.
Looks like a flag is down right where the area of a possible hold. Belleville West comes with a blitz there, trying to stop this running game of the Warriors.
And again, Isaac, that may be yet again on a receiver. And that would be the third hold on a receiver today, if that is in fact the call the officials talking about it here at midfield.
Well, they look like
and it's not going to be on Granite City. They're walking it the other way. So, yep, we had a hands to the face or face mask penalty, so that'll march it. But that's where those holding calls have been. So just got the hands to the face, pushed it forward.
Granite City has done an excellent job with the ball with this drive. They started this drive way back on their own end. Now they got it way back up to right around the 43-yard line.
Yeah, 1st and 5 now. Edwards will roll out left. He'll dump it off into the flat and didn't pick up either of those defensive backs with the blocking. So a short gain will get it close to the sticks once again. A nice catch on the play there by Willaba. Takes a strong
but
hit.
whenever you throw it out here, the receiver, Torrey Deal, has to get one of these guys. He cannot just not block anybody. He has to block one of these guys. Whenever he sees that ball is thrown to his partner, he's got to turn and make sure he gets his man. And then that way, the player that catches the ball is responsible for one guy and not two.
4:23 to go here in the third quarter. Granite City on the move. Edwards, the keeper, right side, makes 2 moves, make it 3, cuts through some defenders and picks up another first down. He is really moving strong to his right today.
He is slow getting up right now, but he's doing a really good job. He pulls it out, good move right there. Then he wants to get outside and use that speed. A little careless with the football right there, but then he gets down, looks like maybe something in his lower body as he stayed on the ground just a little bit longer, maybe just to get a little bit more rest. But Granite City has this offense moving. This is a long drive. This defensive line has to be getting tired.
Ball at the Maroons' 32-yard line. Quick screen pass set up by Willaba. Willaba stops on a dime, but will be stopped for a loss. Will probably lose, depending on the spot. Let's see if they give him any progress. No, they won't. He'll lose 1, maybe 1.5 on that first down play.
Yeah, well, the receiver screens aren't working in the third quarter for Granite City because the receivers that's not getting the ball, they aren't blocking. I mean, Eugene Willaba was right there in the slot. His buddy gets the ball, and he doesn't turn to block anyone. So it just makes those screens really, really tough to execute.
3 receivers to the high side of the field. Single back behind Edwards. The give this time will be to Batag. Batag trying to push the pile. And we'll pick up a couple of yards on that. Brings up again another 3rd and long, 3rd and 9, getting close to the 30-yard line.
I tell you, Belleville West defense has been on the field a lot here in the third quarter, especially this drive. But if they're able to get off the field and not give up any points, I mean, that's going to really energize not just the offense when they come on the field, but also this fan base here in the crowd.
3rd and 9 from the 31-yard line of the Maroons. Edwards in shotgun, trying to draw some pressure. Now he will reset things, look to his sidelines. 2 receivers left, running back to his right. Edwards gets it, fakes it. Now he'll move right. He's had a lot of success here today. Picks up a block, fights forward, pushes forward, and he gets close and does get the first down. It is amazing. Just when you think the hole is closed and he will be tackled, he comes out of the pile and picks up the first.
I don't know how he continued to run to the right, and he almost disappears. It's almost like he goes to the right and then he pulls like a Houdini to the right, and he just disappears right about now. You don't see him, then he just reappears right where the first down marker is. He's done a really good job here in the third quarter, running to his right.
Coming up at 2 minutes remaining in the third and a fresh set of downs. Edwards, the give this time, and nothing doing there.
There's no doubt Edwards going to give the ball there because he's tired.
And look at this play, Isaac. 4 receivers are wide open with no coverage. Belleville West brought everybody on that one. Look at this. Let's take a look at this play once again. The receivers will just go completely straight. They are not, the defensive backs are not even keying a moment on the run.
Yeah, they have actually 3 guys that was wide open on that play. One guy at the bottom, one guy in the slot left, and the other guy at the top of the field.
So a 1 yard loss on second down, push back to the 22-yard line. Edwards has 2 to his right this time. Oh, he fumbles the snap and has to fall on it. And that's a tough situation there, as he will lose 4 more now on the far side spot.
But that shows his maturity, though. Usually young guys are trying to pick that ball up and kick it, and the defense jumps on it or runs it back. Right now, fall on it. This play is over. It's dead. He does a really good job of falling on it. If he tries to pick that ball up and kick it, no doubt Belleville West is not only going to pick the ball up, they're going to have that ball possibly running down the field for a touchdown. So you lose it on second down. That's okay. 3rd and 16. You probably have 2 downs here to pick up the 16 yards.
So 2 receivers to either side. Edwards will drop back to pass. He'll fling it right side in the crowd. Coming out of it is another gorgeous looking catch and a huge play. And that's his man once again, Kyle Thompson. That's where he's looked every 3rd down, and he's come up strong again.
Wow, what a strong throw. Standing in the pocket, finds the senior, 6'1", 215 tight end, right down the seam. Watch him stand tall in the pocket, knows where he wants to go, delivers the ball high, and lets him go up and get it. That's a great job by the tight end, going up and catching it at the high point with his hands, not allowing that ball to get to his body, grabbing it with his hands, bringing it down. This is an excellent, excellent drive here for Granite City.
First and goal from the 5. Edwards, the give to Graham. Graham, a short gain for 1.
If you're Belleville West, you have to regroup here. You have to say, listen, this is a long drive, but they have not gotten into the end zone. I mean, let's get a stand here and force a field goal, and let's make a stand as a team.
We will switch ends the field, as that is the conclusion of the 3rd quarter. It is the Granite City Warriors driving, trailing by 4 here in our Game of the Week on KSDK.com.
Noodles & Company invites you to sign up and join our family. Visit noodles.com/eClub to sign up for Noodlegrams today and be the first to receive Noodle news, special invitations, offers, and giveaways. Plus, a ton of other cool stuff you didn't even know you wanted. Noodles & Company. Sign up and join us at the Bowl.
And here we go, 4th quarter action, 12 minutes remaining in this one, and it has been a good one. A very fast-moving 3rd quarter as Granite City with an unbelievable drive. Isaac, this is a drive that, because of penalties and other situations, pushed back all the way to their own 10-yard line. Now they find themselves inside the 5 with a chance to take the lead.
Yes, now you're probably going to see just power football here. Or, I mean, Granite City also has the athletes who also go around you, but you know, they have to get it in the end zone for a touchdown. There's no settling for 3 points here once you get this far.
Edwards, the give inside once again to Graham.
That ball
Graham,
is
loose
out.
ball.
That ball is out.
Oh, and the near side official is saying he was down.
I would like to see that again, because I tell you what, that ball looked like it was on the ground.
And also, and and we've got a.
Looks like number 55.
And his teammate doing a good job telling him to kind of go down on the play. The official's gonna stop the clock so he can take a look at. See, there's a player. He just doesn't want to come out of the game. Doesn't want to come down. Now they are going to wind the clock. So he's not going to come out. No trainer is going to look at him. Brings up a 3rd down and goal to go from the 3-yard line.
2 tries here for Granite City to get this ball into the end zone.
Long outlet play. Edwards stretched out. He'll heave it to the corner and incomplete. You know, that's one of those difficult situations, too, Isaac, when you've got a quarterback. I know that's the wide side of the field, but throwing against his body is a very difficult thing to do.
Yeah, this is a very good job by the pursuit of making sure that this was a tough play. So great job there by number 76, Jeremy Solon. Once again, we've called his name a lot. He's had a really strong game tonight for Belleville West. So it brings up 4th down. Again, if you stop him here, I mean, you are feeling great at this point if you're Belleville West.
Big fourth down play. Edwards drops back to pass, spins out of trouble, goes left side. Can he get a block? Oh, and a huge block! And Edwards slipped down on the turf. He had an enormous block by an outside receiver, decleated a Belleville West player, and yet Edwards slipped down, lost his edge, and a stop here for Belleville West, getting assist from the turf.
A little surprised with the call. You see him rolling to the left. Now he's looking for, again, running to the left. Then he slips. He has wanted to set him up with an in and out move. Then he slips down. A little bit surprised with the call there. They've had a really good job successfully running the football down the field. I know when you get around the 10-yard line, 5-yard line, everything gets a little bit tighter. So it is tougher to run. But I would have liked to see them just put the ball in his hands and maybe like a quarterback sweep and let that big line kind of get out in front and see if he can find that goal line.
Yeah, we have an injured player on the field, so we'll take this opportunity to send it down to Ashley Anton, who's on our sidelines. Ashley?
Hi, I'm here with Ashley. She founded 3 Little Birds for Life. Tell me about this incredible organization that you founded.
So 3 Little Birds for Life was founded back in 2010, and we are the only wish granting organization in the United States for cancer patients between the ages of 18 and 40. And so since 2012, we've been able to grant over 250 wishes across the United States by just donations, and we are 100% volunteer run with just people all over the United States willing to help and help sponsor wishes and be part of our team.
And this foundation is close to your heart, correct?
It is very close. My younger brother was 28 when he was diagnosed with melanoma, and with knowing all the things that he was having to go through, we couldn't find any resources for him to help kind of grant a wish, and so we decided to do it ourselves, and now no matter where you live in the United States, we're the only ones you can contact, so yeah.
And where can our viewers go if they want to donate their time or money?
You can go to our website, which is just wishwishwish.org, or we do a lot of our stuff on social media, so plan on following us on Facebook and Instagram, and that is 3 Little Birds for Life with the number 3 and number 4.
Well, what an amazing organization. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
Back to you guys.
Ashley and Ashley down on our sidelines as we pick up action once again. Under 11 minutes to go in the game. Good
Sounds
gain
like a law firm.
Exactly. Lose my number. Good gain on first down, picks up 6, and Belleville West, again, out of the shadow of their own end zone, has the football after that 4-down stop. Inside give, broken play, wide open as he'll bounce it out to the right side. A huge gain and more. Trying to take it to the house and is stopped down. Paris Johnson again. He has been Mr. Explosion today with 2 big plays. Now make it 3.
Wow, unbelievable. You see the speed and acceleration. Watch how quickly he gets through here. Sets him up, great move there to elude the tackler. Now the pure speed, gets outside. He knows I want to get to that sideline as quickly as possible and gets outside. One of the things that Granite City, the Warriors, have done and a poor job doing tonight, I mean, the tackling tonight hasn't been as crisp as they want. They've been in the backfield a lot, but they have not been able to bring these backs down from Belleville West.
The Maroons at the 44-yard line.
That's how they have to tackle, gang tackle. They have to get there before these backs get past that first line of defense. Once they get past that first line, I mean, now you're asking for trouble. So that's one of the things that they're going to have to do here, Granite City, is probably bring up those linebackers and try to get in the backfield of Belleville West and get these guys before they start going.
Last couple of plays, William Langston has been taking the snaps. Logan Betts was a receiver for one and was on the sidelines for another. Now looks like Betts back, so a little version of their Wildcat with William Langston taking some snaps, but bigger. And is this him again? It is. And Langston, the throw goes incomplete. So we've seen again with Betts going out at receiver and the smaller William Langston at 5'11", 180, doing the signal calling.
Watch number 22, Cordell Mackin, come in and disrupt this. Right there. That's all he needed to do to make sure that's not a completed pass. Because if that pass is completed, I mean, he has open grass, open field. McCloskey, the tight end, would have caught that ball, and he had blockers out in front. So really good job there of making sure that ball is not completed. Great defensive play.
Back to the play. Once again, it's Johnson bouncing right. Head of steam. Big play once again for Johnson. And they give him the first down.
It seems like every time they need a big play, who do they turn to? They turn around and give the ball to Johnson, and Johnson has been awesome today. Watch him take the ball up the middle. Watch the bounce to the outside. Right there, stiff arm. Again, the defender had him right there at the line of scrimmage. He breaks the tackle, picks up another 12 yards. So a lot of these runs by Johnson and Belleville West, you know, the Warriors are actually in the backfield to make the tackle. They just missed a lot of tackles tonight.
And again, switching out quarterbacks. Langston, the handoff, up the middle it goes for a pickup of 4. I'll tell you, coming into this one, though, Isaac, we heard a lot about Kriston Davis, the 5'10" junior. Again, he had all the stats, too, at 831 yards and 8 touchdowns. But it has been the Paris Johnson show here today offensively.
Yes, he's done a really, really good job today of toting the ball, making sure he's getting the first down when he's getting the ball, and very, very aggressive running style that this senior has put on today. So really, really good job so far.
8:28 to go here in the game. Slant pass, wide open. Big completion there by Belleville West. Sliding for the reception and completed. Here, it's the backup quarterback in this game, William Langston, with the catch.
Very good catch by Langston. Very good catch. I mean, this ball is low, and he goes down and actually gets it. I mean, that is an excellent. Watch this ball is low. He runs the slant. He gets inside the defender. Gets down, get his hands underneath, and slides down to make sure he secures the catch. I know you want to score a touchdown right there, but the important thing is to make sure you get the catch secured.
1st and 10 from the 13. The keeper this time by Betts. Betts will get a yard. Playing his own version of the Edwards option on that one, but only picked up 1.
A touchdown here by Belleville West is going to put the Warriors in a really tough situation. I know they have some game breakers outside, but it usually comes with the run and not the pass. So you know, Belleville West puts it in the end zone. I mean, it's going to be it's going to put Granite City in a situation where they're going to have to score twice in under 8 minutes.
2nd down and 9 here, approaching the 10-yard line of the Warriors. Betts will drop back, looking to set up a running back screen, and now will get out of the pocket, throw it out of bounds. They were looking to dump it right side as the lineman had moved right as well. They were trying to look like Paris Johnson on a little screen, and a good defensive play there by the Warriors.
Yeah, number 15, Brandon Batag, the senior, he read it, the linebacker. He read it. He was coming on a rush, reads the screen, turns around, and covers up the running back. And they had to throw it away because of it. That's just a smart play by the senior. He's seen that play before and recognized it and played his responsibilities absolutely perfectly.
Granite City trying to force the field goal attempt. Offset eye, the give. Once again at Johnson. He'll cut back. He gets a block. He gets 6. A big touchdown, his 3rd of the game for Paris Johnson.
Once again, it's the tackling. I mean, the tackling hasn't been good at all, especially in this second half. I mean, just poor tackling. I know Johnson's a beast, but watch, I mean, he breaks it inside. There's one missed tackle. There's the stiff arm for another missed tackle. Then he gets it in the end zone.
Great block, too, from the receiver on that near side. So a 10-point game. Looking for more with this extra point. Austin Firestone will hammer this home and makes it a 24-13 lead. 7:09 to go in the game, and Granite City's going to have to score and score in a hurry. We'll come back with more on our Game of the Week on KSDK.com.
When Chris graduates with his liberal arts degree, his starting salary is $25,000. That's if he can find a job. When Steve graduates from Premier CDL training, he'll work for a national company at $50,000 a year. Which route would you take? Hop on at PremierCDL.com.
Back here at Belleville West, Isaac Bird, Jeff Renetti with you. 24-13 lead on a big drive and score by Belleville West. Paris Johnson, his third score of the evening. And Belleville West, who needed a victory, is staring down the barrel of this one here at home. But still, a lot can happen. You've basically got half the quarter here. Granite City, though, has to score and score quickly. You can't take the time that they have earlier in the game.
That will help them. They get a good return here. That'll help them out a lot.
Push back to the 5. Granite City with the return. Gets some blocking at around the 20. And that's where he is stopped at the 21-yard line on the return there by Eugene Willaba, the 5'7" junior.
Well, this Belleville West defense has really come to play this entire game, actually, and especially this second half. I mean, they could have folded once that third quarter, once Granite City basically took the entire third quarter and drove it all the way down the field. They stopped them on 4th down, got the ball back, and then they came down the field to put up 7 points. A big swing into this game.
And with the football, it's the Warriors trying to go left side to Richard Graham. Couldn't stretch out the play and will lose a couple.
John Clover, again, from his linebacker position. He does a really good job of staying outside. That's what you want to do. You want to stay outside, keep contained, and make sure that runner cuts it back into you, or at least try to cut it back inside where all your help is. And right now, Granite City is in a situation. They have to have a big sense of urgency here. They got to get these calls in and run a play quickly.
Taking a lot of time here. Now we'll move off to his right. Edwards will try to find the seam, upended, and a beautiful catch. That's Willaba, the other Willaba, Kendrick Willaba, the senior, with the big catch. And now you see Granite City hustling a bit to the line.
Absolutely, sense of urgency. You gotta go. You gotta no time to celebrate here. Maybe the same call, go to a different receiver. But again, you also have a running back that can run the ball as well.
Edwards looks left. Has time, finds a seam once again. His receiver drops to his knees and makes the reception. So finding those seams right around the hash marks, and another completion there to Eugene Willaba. So the Willaba brothers doing some work.
They're trying to take this game over. Good protection here. It starts with the protection. Good pocket and delivers a strike down the field right over the outstretched hands of number 41, John Clover, who's been everywhere tonight, for the completion.
Under 6 minutes to go. Edwards in shotgun, standing at his 50. Has 3 receivers right. Goes over the middle of the field and almost intercepted. Just too high that time. He's got a good pocket, though, Isaac.
Absolutely. And see, Clover came on the blitz there, but instead of going full speed and running through the quarterback, he kind of hesitated because he didn't want the quarterback to get out around him and start running. So he put enough pressure on Edwards to force a high throw, and that's exactly how you must play him here in this situation.
Again in shotgun, looks right. Receivers cross at midfield, now wide open underneath. So the short stuff is working, but Torrey Deal is just short. He's a yard short of the first down, but now inside the Maroons territory, close to the 45-yard line.
Well, Belleville West is in a bend, don't break off defense right now. They want to keep everything in front of them and come up and make the tackle.
Edwards, fake handoff inside, little stutter step, and he is crushed. Pushed back close to the 44-yard line there. Good pressure there by the Warriors. They only needed a yard there. Now that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, Cordell Macklin came up from his linebacker position. Watch number 23 comes up right, or number 22, I'm sorry. That was Lamonte Carter, who really comes up and disrupts that play. Now he brings up 4th down.
Edwards throws against the body, and it's picked off. Picked off at the 22-yard line. Coming back the other way is Belleville West in what might be the dagger in this one. Interception by Jack Langston, the senior.
Yeah, it looked like Edwards actually had a receiver open right over in the middle of the field. He decides to go a little bit deeper and tries to fit that ball into the receiver running a post route. As you see Edwards here rolling to his left, he has this receiver open right about there, but then tries to, but he just overthrew him. He had 13, a little bit more open, but it's really hard for a quarterback to roll to the left and throw the ball.
Langston's 3rd interception of the season. And you expect Belleville West just to continue to run the football, and won't go down is Paris Johnson, a big first down again.
Yeah, I've said it before, but the tackling of Belleville West has been really bad tonight, and that's one of the reasons why they are, well, not Belleville West, but Granite City. I mean, their tackling just has not been good at all tonight, and that's one of the reasons why they're down. They've gotten into the backfield a lot tonight, but they have not been able to make that tackle. They've done a good job of game tackling, but the individuals making solo tackles, they just haven't done it tonight.
First down run knocked out of bounds, so clock stopped with that run. Belleville West with the first down. The give once again to Johnson. Good penetration by the D-line there by the Granite City Warriors. Front 1 yard loss on the play.
Great job by Willoughby coming up, making the tackle there. You know, the Willoughby brothers have really done a really good job tonight. Now, I mean, they've done a really good job. I mean, it may end up being in a losing effort, but you know, Eugene and Kendrick, I mean, they've really done a really good job tonight.
Belleville West going to use every second they can. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. You'll see Granite City at some point start to burn theirs. However, 2 scores down, 24-13, with 3:48 to go in the ball game.
No need to be in a hurry here. Snap the ball around the 3-second mark.
And Belleville West will take the timeout. They were down inside that and will break alongside. So it's Belleville West back on top, 24-13 on your Game of the Week on KSDK.com. And back with action here at Belleville West. Clock continuing to move as the last play resulted in a short run back. Now pushed him back a yard to 3rd and long.
Granite City does have a couple of timeouts. I believe all 3 of their timeouts. 3 minutes, 19 seconds ago. The clock has stopped, though. Well, no, now it is running. I'm wondering, Granite City has not decided to take a timeout here.
Setting the offense, Belleville West, and their senior quarterback, Logan Betts. Again, low snap. They're going to elect a pass. He'll roll out left, finds a receiver at the sidelines. Stays in bound is William Langston for a big first down into Granite City territory. And Isaac, one of those situations were very dangerous to dial up the pass there, but it worked.
Yeah, you have to be really confident in your quarterback of making a throw. He knows exactly where he wants to go, looks to the left, runs to the left, and then really makes a strong throw. Watch the hands catch, gets up, grabs it, stays in bounds. Good job staying in bounds, breaks a tackle. Once again, Granite City has a really hard time tackling tonight, and then a good job staying in bounds, making sure the clock will continue to run.
Inside give, good blocking, and a good gain on first down. Again, down to the 40-yard line. And guess who? Paris Johnson.
Well, it looks like now the Warriors are going to start using their timeouts. Under 3 minutes.
Yep, just try to stop the clock. And, you know, this is one of those moments, Isaac, when you're on the sidelines of in Granite City in their situation. As a coaching staff, what's the message to the kids at this point?
At Granite City? Well, I mean, right now, you're almost in a situation where you have to start tackling the football. I mean, you're telling your kids, now listen, first of all, the first guy has to wrap them up, and the second guy has to get in there and strip the ball because we need the ball away. So tackle the football. Problem with that, once you start tackling the football, that's you using your arms instead of your entire body. So you have these good running backs like Johnson, they can kind of run through that. But it's all about the football right now. You've got to find a way, if you're the Warriors, to get the ball back and really start just tackling the football. Bring down the safeties, bring down the linebackers.
Yep.
If they throw it, they're giving you, they're doing you a favor. But right now, I'm in a straight run blitz with everyone trying to get in the backfield to really disrupt the running game. And that's exactly what they're doing, is everyone is almost in the box.
Betts to give to Paris Johnson. And another timeout as Granite City will take one more. They've got one more left. 24-13 the score. Stay tuned here for, of course, our post-game action. We'll have, Isaac and I will have our players of the game. And I don't know if we're going to have too hard of a time picking out our players of the game in this one. We had some dynamic performances on both sides in this one, but two have stood out. We'll see who those two are coming up here in just a bit.
Tell you, I'm really impressed with the defense of Belleville West. I mean, they came out and fell behind in this game early. And it looked as though that Granite City was just going to get this offense just rolling. And they really haven't tonight. They just haven't been able to do that. And that's all the credit to the Belleville West defense.
You can certainly see the bright spots ahead, though, for the Warriors, especially that backfield. Edwards and penalty flag.
That may end the game. That actually may end the game.
Just
the 3rd and 5 there.
down.
Yeah, that's first down. They have one timeout left. It's under 2:15. I mean, that might just do it. I mean, they have, even if you call your timeout, you got 2 running plays after that.
Yep.
I mean, that's a good call, though. That's a very good call by the head coach of making sure you go on 2. He probably told his guys, don't jump. We're going on 2. Let's see if we can end the game, get a cheap first down with a hard count, and that's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they got. Well executed by Belleville West.
Clock running, under 2 minutes now to go in the contest. Belleville West 24-13 lead over Granite City.
No need to be in a hurry here.
Now Betts will take the handoff, or give the handoff, excuse me, and the give on that to Kriston Davis. He has been quiet in this one. Again, they've been riding Paris Johnson as he has had a huge game. Davis saw a couple of big runs, especially one early in the game down the sidelines we saw in our halftime package, but Davis had a good year. This has been Johnson's night.
Great tackle there in the open field by Austin Bonvicino. I got his name right. I butchered it the last time.
It's all right.
I just ruined his name the first time. So good tackle, though, coming up the field there. And still playing hard. That's what it's about. You know, you just want to make sure you playing hard.
Let's take a look here for Granite City. Our player of the game, no surprise, Freddie Edwards had a nice one here, a couple of touchdowns, and again, has been the focal point of this offense.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's dynamic, and he's only a freshman, and that is very surprising. Getting outside there, the maturity he shows running this offense, running the ball, throwing the ball, pull us out right here, gets to the outside, and gets down the sideline for another big game.
And the keeper here by Betts is Granite City going to try to run this clock out. 1:36 to go.
Good job by Betts right there, staying in bounds. So easy to go ahead and run that ball out of bounds, not take the hit. But he stays in bounds, almost takes a knee, just kind of falls down and makes sure that you keep the clock rolling. And this is a big win by Belleville West. They come into this game, they needed a win here at home. But again, they were, over 500 here at home, so they played well at home. So this will run their record to 4-4.
Yeah, both teams will be 4-4 in 7A play. Belleville West will battle Alton next week. Granite City will battle Edwardsville, currently ranked number 9 in 7A play, so they've got their work cut out for them next week. That play brings it under a minute and brings up 4th down.
Yeah, and right now, if you're Belleville West, you can smell playoffs. I mean, you're basically in a playoff now. I mean, this was a playoff game.
It had the atmosphere of it because both teams needed this victory clearly to move on. And the thing that Belleville West has had going for it has been their difficult schedule. These losses, if you can have a good loss, they have 4 of them. 4 ranked opponents that beat them. And so this is a big victory here at home. Got to take care of business, though, against Alton next week. And Granite City, though, a lot of future ahead of them, and they will take it down to 16 seconds and take a final timeout. How about this, though, our player of the game for Belleville West, number 1, Paris Johnson, with a 3-touchdown evening, Isaac.
No surprise here. Watch the acceleration right through the hole, get inside for the touchdown, shows that he's got guns, gets up the middle, then right here, that move right there. Now watch the speed. Just gonna look at the defender and then just flat out run him. Then watch him dip his head in for the touchdown as a sprinter. He just looks like a sprinter to me, like a track athlete. Watch the speed again, agility outside, bounces outside, makes another guy miss. Down the speed, down the sideline. He's done it all. Right up the middle. Watch the agility. Puts his foot in the ground, goes from right to left, smells the end zone and gets it in once again.
Doing what a good running back does, those switched arms away from the defender, got the ball on the sidelines, and now they'll pass on 4th down, wide open! Oh, and the exclamation point. A touchdown pass here with seconds remaining to William Langston. And I'll tell you, you will not be happy if you were on the Granite City sidelines.
No, really no need for real. 13 seconds left. I mean, puts up a little bit more points. But at the end of the day, it's about winning. And if you're Granite City, then stop it. Granite City had everyone up in the box, and it's man-to-man outside. And, I don't agree with the call, but at the end of the day, if you're the Warriors, you have to stop the play.
Betts' first touchdown pass of the evening to William Langston. Extra point is knocked through. And good, 31-13. And that is certainly one that will get the ire of the Granite City Warriors sidelines. They were, in fact, lined up to shake hands after the game. You see a big grouping of players at the 50-yard line. There you get a look at it there, just trying to end this football game. So you have a feeling that that videotape reminder will carry over to the next time these two teams meet.
Yeah, but if you're Belleville West, the only thing on your mind right now is winning next week to get in the playoffs. Both teams looks like they're going to get out of here healthy. I believe Granite City might need another win as well, or are they in?
Well, the thing about Granite City is they could of course be in the conversation with a win next week, but the strength of schedule in their losses has been at least the factor of what reporters and different folks have said that would be a challenge to their playoff placement. And they've got number 9 Edwardsville next week. Certainly not an easy test, but that is now an absolute must-win, and a must-win and hoping for some help.
Yeah, so the only thing you can do, though, if you're the Warriors of Granite City, is just win the game next week.
And on that kickoff return, a flag from the far side back official at the 50-yard line. Again, this is what situations like this bring out with a late score, the frustration oozing out in some players. I did not see it. It was
Offsides,
40 yards. And that could be. Let's see if that's what the call is. But it's a hold on the return. Okay, I'm glad it wasn't a personal foul or something extracurricular away from the ball. You tend to see things billow out on these kickoff returns. And
that's a strange place to call a hold for a kickoff return. That flag was thrown way upfield. And usually you get your holding calls right around the 25, 30-yard line. That flag was thrown way up the field. But the ref has good eyes. He's looking down there and saw something that he thought was a hold. And, this is the last play coming up. He wanted to make sure that, he gets his time on the air as well. And he gets it.
Should be the final play of the game, 7.4 seconds to go, unless, of course, Granite City dials up a pass and it falls incomplete. But if they run the ball, this should be it. Belleville West backing up all of their defenders, and, of course, they will pass. Heaving it deep down the left sidelines And into the waiting hands of Belleville West, an interception
down.
by Cortez Moore. Cortez Moore running this back. Oh, and he is going to take it to the house. An interception return for touchdown.
Yeah.
That is not what you want. That's not what you want to do there.
Not really. I would have loved to see him take a knee there, but now you got to go shake these guys' hands, and it's a tough. You throw it for a touchdown with 7 seconds left, and then you pick it off, and then go 70 yards for another touchdown. The score looks, 37-13 looks, a little bit worse than it really was. This was a tight game. Here's the throw here. And the defender sees it all the way, has it. Now right here, this entire bench should be screaming at him, go down. But takes up the sideline, makes a great move there.
Well, Isaac, it's a coaching moment. It's a moment that they can take and say, look, guys, this is what we can do to fix and improve that. Nevertheless, you are absolutely right. This score will not represent how close this ball game was. It was a game deep into the fourth quarter, but a game won by Belleville West, 37-13. Belleville West will go to 4-4. Granite City will fall to 4-4. I mentioned the schedule coming up. Granite City will face number 9 Edwardsville, Belleville West against Alton.
This game changed when in the third quarter, Granite City had that long drive from their 5-yard line all the way down to Belleville West 5-yard line.
Yep.
Fourth down, and they couldn't get they couldn't get it in the end zone. They took maybe 9 minutes off the clock, and that's when the game changed, because Belleville West then takes the ball and goes down and puts it in the end zone, and that ultimately ended the game.
Yeah, and it's one of those plays too that Edwards was having such a good game, and frankly just lost his edge going around the side. Nothing you can do about it, just slipped on the turf. As the evening's gotten colder, this turf and the surface definitely changes, picks up a little bit moisture and whatnot through the air, and just frankly slipped. There's nothing you can do about it, and one of those things that they'll have to go back to the drawing board, and now a must-win, really again for both teams next week to be in that playoff contention and get that 5th win. But a big win for Belleville West as they bounce back. Let's go down to Ashley Anton, who has our player of the game.
Hi, I'm here with Paris Johnson. You scored 3 of the 4 touchdowns. What an incredible game. Tell me about that.
It was just good overall. My line opened up holes, and I seen the seams, and I just made it happen. Yeah.
And how important was this win tonight?
Oh, it was very important because whichever team won was going to the playoffs, and we weren't ready to go home, so we were ready to go to the playoffs. I mean, we got one more game, but we're pretty confident that we're going to get that one.
And your last game next week is against Alton. What are you going to take from this game tonight and use in that game next week?
We're not stopping. We're just pushing forward everything. Team, we progressing each week, so we got one more game of the regular season, and we're ready for the postseason.
Well, congratulations on an excellent game, and good luck to you and your team.
Thank you.
Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Ashley Anton. Ashley doing a wonderful job today with our player of the game. Paris Johnson had 3 touchdowns for Belleville West. So Belleville West 4-4. Thanks for watching tonight. Thanks to Ashley Anton and Isaac Bird. I'm Jeff Fernetti for our entire Silverback video crew. Good night, everybody, from Belleville West, where they win 37-13 on our Game of the Week on KSDK.com.